What's up, everyone? We got 6 of us tonight. I don't know who else, if anyone else will join us tonight, but it should be a fun time regardless. It's just going to kind of be a hangout. There's really no structure. I wasn't going to originally do this as a live stream, but I'm just going to kind of talk about some of the movies that were recommended, my favorites. We'll talk about each one of these guest lists. But tonight's really mainly going to be a deep dive into Marrowbone. That's what we're here for. Everybody showed up for, and Tony wants to get a lot off his chest regarding Marrowbone. Isn't that right, Tony? Darn it, Tony, darn it. This is weird for me, having no structure, so I don't know where to begin or just kind of talk. I guess we could start by catching up with the chat. Corey messaged me. He said he won't be able to make it tonight. I was like, you don't have to message me when you're not going to be able to make a stream, but I appreciate it. So that was really cool. Corey's such a nice guy that he did that. We got Joe in the chat saying, hey, everyone, looking forward to tonight. Nikki is in the chat saying, yes, sir, hope you're well tonight at the Joe Martinez show. She'll be on Wednesday on my channel, so that should be fun. Joe is here saying, I hope you are as well. Looking forward to your stream Wednesday. Oh, thank you. I am as well. I got one movie left to watch from her list. Hi, Bob and crew. Hi, Mama Juggalo. We'll be watching in the living room. Have fun. Corey's in the chat. I bet he's saying I can't make it. Look at that. Sorry I can't join tonight. Hope you all have a fun one. Mizzy saying thank you for joining us. So Holland Oates says, what's up, Red Leader? I still don't think Corey understands where that Red Leader came from. Mike in the chat, Magic Hands. What's up, everyone?
Magic Hands.
Buck is in the chat. Hey, good people. And he's doing trivia, big old trivia, which is going to have Fish on there tomorrow. And that's it. Is that it?
Yeah.
Isn't Ken?
Yeah, Ken, Michelle. But I mean, from this panel, I think that's it. I don't think anybody else. But yeah, Ken, Michelle, Cody from Dude Who Loves Movies. The big old stream.
I can't even. I don't even remember how many. I mean, it's maxed out, but I don't know who all's going to be there. I can't even remember off the top of my head right now. Anyways, sorry.
Adrian James is in the chat. Hey, Bobby Blue and panel. Hey, Mike Huxter. I haven't heard Bobby Blue in a while. We got Jeff in the chat. Jeff, where are you at? Good evening, all. On my way home from work, hoping to jump in at some point. There he is. Hello, my darlings, and hello, Bob and panel. What's up, Caprice? Adrian says hello. Hey, Caprice. Jeff, what's up? Hey, Jeff. Hey, Caprice. All right, so should we start with my top 10, or let's start with the bottom 10? Let's get the ugly ones out of the way first. Let's see how many. Well, you know what? Should we not do that because Jeff's?
I was going to say you want to wait for Jeff.
So I want to wait. I feel like we should wait for Jeff for the bottom 10, right? That's only fair.
Since
them are Jeff.
Since they're all 10 of his movies.
9 of the 10. 9 of the 10 are Jeff.
9 of them.
Oh yeah, you got to leave room for Marrowbone somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Isn't that right, Tony? Excited. Tony's like
Marrowbone and Jeff's list.
Marrowbone and Jeff's list. That's basically the whole thing. Okay, so I guess since Jeff's not here and we know that Jeff didn't make my top 10, let's talk about the top 10 movies that were recommended to me before I rank them. So my top 10 recommendations, starting with number 10. Where's my sheet? Unless I know I have it. That's not it. That's game night for Red Rover. Red Rover. It's the wrong page. Uh-oh, I lost my pages here. Shit. Anyways, I got it. So, top 10 recommendations. Starting with number 10. Ellie's not here. Ooh, I just spoiled it because I was going to have you all guess whose list it came from. Starting with number 10, though. I don't have a poster of it. We're not doing that tonight. I wasn't home early enough. We've got The Devil's Candy. Who's seen The Devil's Candy? Okay, so just the two of you. Ashley, how did you like it?
I liked it.
Yeah,
it was pretty good.
Joe, how about you?
I really enjoyed it, and Marie watched it pretty much right after her stream, and she enjoyed it as well.
Yeah, it's a pretty good ending. It's a wild ending, but that is my number 10. Tony, Fish, Mizzy, I would recommend that one to you guys. Check it out.
Yep. Sure, it's on my watch list.
Tony,
I'll say Tony should own it. It's a Scream Factory.
It is a Scream Factory with a slit. Without a slip. But Umbrella put it out in the I don't know which line, but it's like number 20 something. I have it. So you would have that as well, Tony. So you have multiple.
What was it called? Devil's Candy?
The Devil's Candy, yeah.
I don't like the devil, and I don't
I
eat
know.
candy. So
I know that, but it's I don't like religious horror either.
What if it was the Devil's Twizzlers? You would
now,
watch
if it was
it.
Twizzlers, we could work with that.
Devil's Twizzlers. Yeah, so Tony, I would recommend that one to you for sure. Let's see who else is in the chat popping in right now. 8 people will battle for the golden mug. 8 people, it's not 10. Now is Michelle and Jeff or Michelle and Ken, are they going to be on the same team tomorrow or no? What's up, Dimension?
I don't think so. I think it's all individuals. So
Okay.
yeah.
Caprice is a sweetheart. I assume that Jeff has half of the bottom 10. Alan says, "Hey Scott, I wonder if Jeff's still in the chat right now. I'm just looking forward to when he gets here. He's there. He is. Dimension, what's up? Hello. Oh, we got Jess in the chat saying having a fun stream. Huck, what's up, Del? We got Del.
Hey, Del.
And Del was one of the people to vote
Hey,
as
Miss
well.
Jess.
And we got Caveman in the chat. Hey, all.
Good.
Are you just saying hi to Miss Jess? You're very behind, Tony.
I don't know. I'm just trying to catch up.
That was 12 minutes ago, Tony. Keep up. You still got Marrowbone on the mind? Is that what's going on?
Marrowbone and Twizzlers.
Yeah, exactly. And Twisters.
I've been up since 4 o'clock, so it's been a big day.
Yeah, I bet. Did you see Johnny saw Twisters and he also got a bag of Twizzlers? That was just for you, Tony.
Okay.
It was just for you. Okay, my number 9. Let's see if anybody knows whose list. Blurt it out. Let's see who knows. Number 9 is going to be Nightcrawler. Does anybody know whose list?
Ashley.
Yeah, that was Ashley's.
Yeah, so Ashley, funny story. When he saw I watched that on Letterboxd and I didn't rate it, so he assumed it was on somebody's list because if I don't rate a movie, they know it's on somebody's list. And he was like, "This is bullshit. I was going to recommend that to you on the week's list." He's like, "I could have recommended that instead of Men or something." My list would have better ones. So I was like, "Yeah, probably."
Great movie.
So who's seen Nightcrawler here? Everybody's seen Nightcrawler? Not Fish? Oh, Fish. Tony, what are you doing?
You gotta get on it, Tony.
Yeah, Tony.
What movie a day? Stop watching Kill Her Goats and
Yeah.
start watching better movies.
He's going through the Hatchet collection, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good movies, Tony. They're better than Kill Her Goats.
I don't like killer goats.
No, I know you don't like Kill Her Goats. I was actually looking at your list the other day. It was all the 4Ks you watched in 2024, and there was Kill Her Goats. I was even going to send you a screenshot of it and be like, "Hey, just."
I didn't watch Kill Her Goats in 2024.
It was a 2023 on the list, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe it was 23. It was a one-time watch, that's for sure.
Maybe you did watch it this year as well. You wanted to rewatch it.
No.
Oh my God.
Hey, wait a minute. Fish, you haven't seen Killer Goats, have you?
I have not. You guys have scarred me. I'm
That movie is so bad.
It's pretty bad.
Ashley would never watch Kill Her Goats.
I bought that. I was gonna say I bought that movie, brought it to Bull Moose, and then the month after, Horror Pack sent it to me. I'm like, I can't get rid of this movie.
That's funny. So who likes Nightcrawler? Everybody?
I do.
Yeah, it's a good one.
4-star for me.
Actually, that was a gem on there. 4.5 stars out of me on that one. So very good recommendation on that one. So Ashley, you made the top 10 at least with one of your movies so far. So
I'm glad to hear it.
out of 100 recommendations, these are my top 10 here. So Devil's Candy was 10, which was Allie's. Number 9 is like I said, Nightcrawler. And
I've seen Nightcrawler.
You seen Nightcrawler?
Yeah.
Well, you're like 20 minutes late on that one.
There's a delay, I think.
You gotta get that.
You have to? I gotta wake up.
Yeah. What's going on over here? We need Jeff to spice things up. Jeff, we need you. You can send me the goats, Joe.
It's that one's already gone again.
It's gone again.
I bought it 2 weeks ago with Mizzy.
No
Oh, you did? Okay.
Okay, let's see here. You want to dive into number 8? Let's see who would make number 8 here. If you know whose list it came from, shout it out. Let's see if you guys all know. Number 8 is going to be The Rainmaker.
Adam?
That was Adam. See, Mizzy.
It was. Wow.
Mizzy studies.
Mizzy has the memory here.
Yeah. I figured Joe or Mizzy would know these, most of them. Have any of you even seen The Rainmaker?
I've not.
I don't think so.
So,
I know
Chris
it's Matt
O'Donnell?
Damon.
It's
Matt
no,
Damon.
it's Matt Damon, and Matt.
Yeah,
Damon.
I've seen it.
Okay,
Yeah, I've seen it.
it's a
And I
courtroom.
watched on Grisham Books,
Yeah.
so it's surprising I haven't seen that one.
If you don't like courtroom dramas, it's not your style. But if you like courtroom dramas, that's a good one. So, Ashley, after one of your recommendations in the past, I feel like you would like The Rainmaker a decent amount.
I've heard of it. I don't think I've watched it though. But I'll check it out.
I think it's up your alley. I think you would enjoy that one. Tony, I don't know if you can hear us if you're 30 minutes delay again, but you haven't seen The Rainmaker?
No, I have not.
Another one Tony would probably like.
I've seen Hard Rain.
Hard Rain?
Hard Rain, I remember that movie.
Actually,
Hard Rain's a good one.
I just asked my dad the other day because he's been over all week, and I was like, we could watch Hard Rain, and I was like, have you seen it? He's like, yeah, I've seen that one, the one with Michael Douglas and Andy Garcia. I was like, no, that's this is Christian Slater. He's like, what the hell? There's a movie with Christian Slater and Andy. So I didn't know what it was called. I looked it up, and he said
Black
it's awesome.
Rain.
Black Rain, and my dad said it's awesome.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Black Rain's really good.
So well.
Yeah, so I've never seen it, but my dad's like, dude, what are you doing? You've got to see Black Rain. So
Black Rain's good.
yeah, I got to check that one out. It's in my Amazon cart for like $10, which is nice. Let's see here. All right, number 7. Do you want me to dive into number 7 since nobody could talk about Rainmaker really? Number 7 might surprise some of you, but Fried Green Tomatoes.
I love
That's
that
Adam's.
movie.
I love that movie.
I love
That's
that
Adam's movie.
It's really good. So Adam, when he put that on my list, he's like, okay, there's one on your list that like he's like, you're gonna be like, why the hell is this on the list, you know? And but he was telling me, he said, you know, I saw it when I was a kid. I like it. I watched it. It's a really good movie though.
Yeah.
I thought for sure. It's so funny because going through some of these lists with people, I'll look at people's lists, right? Ashley, I knew what your number 10 was going to be when I looked at your list. But a lot of times I'll look at somebody's list and I'm like, oh, I know that's going to be number 10. And I would have assumed on Adam's list, Fried Green Tomatoes would have been the one I would not like. And I ended up loving it. So it's funny. That's why you got to watch the movies. And you can get burnt out and you can watch a lot of shitty movies you don't like. But the joy is finding that diamond in the rough. You're like, oh, I don't want to watch this. And then you love it. And you're like, this is what movie you love. Like
that. Yeah, that movie is so good. Whenever I watch that, I always like watching Steel Magnolias and Mystic Pizza all around the same time. I think all of those work well together. So they're always a fun watch.
Mystic Pizza wasn't my favorite. I think I gave that 2.5 stars. I didn't love that one. But Julia Roberts is in Steel Magnolias as well, though. She won an Oscar for that, or she was nominated for an Oscar.
She was nominated.
She didn't win the Oscar though. But yeah. All right, that was number 7, Fried Green Tomatoes. Such a good movie. Loved it. Loved every second of it. It got better and better as it went on. Loved it. Tony, you're pretty quiet. I know you.
I'm listening.
I know you've seen Fried Green Tomatoes. You liked it too, right?
I loved it.
Congratulations, Adam. We all loved Fried Green Tomatoes. Very good. That's the one we've all seen so far.
It's a great one.
I haven't seen it.
All right, let's see if
you haven't seen it, Missy?
Oh man, you got to
watch it with your
get
mom
on that.
You were like or something. I know it was 34 years ago, but I thought you said you watched it with your mom when you were
She had the VHS, so I remember back in the day, but I don't remember watching it with her.
He couldn't sit still that whole time to watch it.
Yeah,
like Lethal Weapon and like Under Siege. She had on VHS.
Under Siege. Lethal Weapon. I wore out the VHS tape of Bloodsport at my grandma's house. I remember her having Bloodsport, and it was like an everyday watch for me as a kid. I think that VHS.
You turned me on to that movie.
So good, such a good movie. Okay, number 6. Let's see if any of you know whose list this came from. The Accused.
That was
Ashley.
That's Ashley.
Oh, that's right, Ashley.
It would have been mine.
So funny.
That was on my next recommendation list, and then she recommended it. I was like, scratch that one.
Yep. He's like, I had that on my list until Ashley's turn.
I ruin it all. Sorry.
Yeah, for busy, for fish. But Mizzy was genuinely pissed with Ashley about it. He's like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's like, I would have recommended that. He's like, I'm pissed.
Oh, I'm pissed at myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was your number one for her, right? On her list?
It was my number one.
Yeah.
Jodie
So
Foster.
Ashley, congratulations! You have 2 of my top 10 movies out of the 100.
That's
That-
exciting.
That movie is fantastic.
Oh, it's
The
wonderful.
Accused is so good, and it's so funny because, well, it's not funny, but Ashley messaged me and she was like, "There's a pretty heavy movie on your list," and I watched The Accused, and while it's heavy, I'm so used to like courtroom dramas and obviously rape movies. Unfortunate, that sounds bad, but there's a lot of it out there, right? And so when she messaged me, I thought that zombie movie was the one you were talking about. I thought it was like really bloody, really disgusting and disturbing, and I was like, no, this is not that movie at all.
Well, maybe it's more because I'm a woman, so
Yeah.
you're more vulnerable, like she is. So,
And I'm
I get it.
also what is the word I'm looking for here? I'm immune to these movies, I guess.
That
Yeah.
and at the time of when that movie came out, there wasn't really anything like that shown, except for like I Spit on Your Grave. But a lot of those other movies and Last House on the Left, but a lot of those other movies really didn't depict that, and that was more of a mainstream film. It wasn't, a B horror movie, so it was nothing like that when that movie came out. So when
as much as I like I Spit on Your Grave, The Last House on the Left, all those movies, they're pretty tasteless as far as they're not. The Accused is so well made, so well directed. It's how do you say this in the right way? But it's tasteful. It's done very well, and it doesn't feel tasteless, if that makes sense. And neither does like The Nightingale, for example. Some of those movies can feel tasteless, but those movies don't feel tasteless, if that makes sense. The Accused was, but I can't remember who directed that. Somebody pointed out, but The Accused was. I'll point out script, writing, whatever. The Accused, just that person directed their ass off directing that movie. Fish is looking it up. That's another one that I bought right away because of you, Ashley. So that and Nightcrawler, I bought.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Jonathan Kaplan.
Yeah.
Okay. And I already own The Devil's Candy. I don't own Rainmaker because it only has a DVD. It has a Japanese Blu-ray. I need to get that. I had Fried Green Tomatoes, which was really funny, but I bought it on Green.
Yeah, I got it. That's all I got is the DVD of it.
Oh, see, I need to get that. But I bought The Accused because of Ashley. I bought Nightcrawler because of Ashley. So Ashley has she's influential.
You're welcome.
Need your money, Ashley.
Number 5. Let's get into the top 5 here. Let's see if anybody knows whose list this came from. It's right behind me. Tony has a steelbook of it. It is called Cold in July.
Wasn't that Allie?
Allie.
It was Allie.
Yeah.
Ashley, have you seen it?
No,
No?
I don't think so.
It's really good. It's a slow burn. It's pretty slow.
Who's in it?
Sam Shepard, the guy from Dexter, who I don't know his name, the main actor.
Michael C. Hall.
Yes. And then
I haven't seen that.
Sam Shepard and then one other guy. I can't remember. And if Allie's watching, she's probably screaming the name right now for me. But yeah, Tony, you have a nice steelbook of that, Cold in July, which you brought with to Tennessee to give away, and nobody took it, I don't think, right? Was it damaged?
It was damaged.
Okay, that's why. Yeah. And
It's a good movie. Why not buy it just for? Why not take it free for the movie?
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah, if we knew how good it was.
Yeah.
It was Region B. It was Region B lots, and probably people couldn't play it.
You watched it after the stream, right? I did with Ellie, Tony.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I watched it years ago when it first came out.
You've seen it. Okay. All right. Never mind. I was wrong. But that makes 2 movies for Ellie, 2 movies for Ashley, and 2 for Adam in my top 10 so far. Nobody else has a title in there yet. Uh-oh. All right. But this is funny because, well, outside of Fish. But the but the panel here makes, well, and Tony, because Tony's not going to crack the top 10 either. Sorry, Tony. Marrowbone's not making it. But what's that, Tony?
That's hilarious.
Oh jeez. Okay. All right. I can't focus. Cold in July was awesome. It is a really good movie. I haven't caught up with the chat in a while, so I'm gonna catch up with the chat.
It's Don Johnson who's in it.
Don Johnson.
Yeah.
You should know
What is-
this, Bob.
Dakota Johnson's father. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, you can send me the. Look at that. Dakota Johnson's name gets brought up. Every year.
Oh boy.
You can blame Ashley for that one.
I didn't say her name. I just said you should know this.
You said her last name.
Oh
Tony,
my
update,
John's
Tony,
like
update your
common
staff, man. Tony's on tape delay.
Tony's-
Tape delay.
Greetings, friends. It's usually me who gets pointed out for my terrible lagging, and it's all because of my laptop. But unless somebody wants to buy me like a computer or desktop, I'm gonna keep using this. Rainmaker is damn good. It sure was, Johnny. What's up, everyone? We got Eli in the chat. Adam says, "Love me a good courtroom drama." There's a trend about this list here, though. Like, there's multiple courtroom dramas already on here. It's just funny how that works out. What's up, Mel? She says, "I love Hard Rain." What's up, everyone? She likes Christian Slater. Black Rain.
Yeah.
Douglas Goodness. Prince says, "What's going on, Holland and Johnny?" So I just watched Disclosure, and I've realized that Michael Douglas was a very horny man back in the 80s. Between Fatal Attraction, Disclosure, and
Basic Instinct.
Basic Instinct.
Basic
That
Instinct.
was 90.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a very, he liked to destroy his marriage in a lot of those movies. That was his thing, I've noticed about him in these movies. But more power to him for walking away from Demi Moore in the 90s and Disclosure, because that would not have happened. Fish, even you would have had a hard time walking away from Demi Moore in the 90s.
No.
Even Tony.
What?
He's still on delay.
Yeah.
Oh God.
More
That's
Adams
horrible.
picks. Me or Mel, she said me. Oh, Hard Rain, my bad. Princess, hey Jane Doe, Mel, Steve. There's a lot of what's ups back and forth. Let's just make the list my top 10 list. My list. Shut up, Adam. Watch it, Bob. Julia is still America's sweetheart, not that impish little shit. Reese Witherspoon.
Big fan.
You know, he said he'd like to punch Jonah Hill in the face if he had a chance. I feel like he really liked to punch Reese Witherspoon in the face. I want Tony's copy of Killer Goats. Not too bad for free. The greatest uncle in physical media history. One golden rule: don't call him grandpa.
Please.
No, he does not like that. Tell my man. FY, the Rainmaker is Paramount and Pluto. Hell yeah, guy. Thanks for the heads up. Nice. Hey, caveman. Yo, Adrian was wondering where you were. Adrian. Here we go. Johnny says, Tony, want to watch something funny, Bob? Bob, only if it's the accused. God, I'm going to hell now. Oh my goodness. How was your week going, Johnny? I think I'm really behind on the chat. I got to catch up here. Adam says, if Stealing Home made someone's list, I think it would have been in Bob's top 10 for sure. Stealing Home.
Yep.
I don't.
With
Jodie
Jodie
Paquin.
Foster and Mark Harmon.
Michael Douglas is the horniest.
Is that
There's,
is Stealing? I was gonna say, is Stealing Home with Anna Paquin, that bird movie?
No, it's Jodie Foster and Mark Harmon.
Oh, well, if it's Jodie Foster, Ashley's had to have seen it.
Yeah,
I
you
haven't
Stealing
seen that
Home?
one.
It's a good
Wow.
one.
I just saw you watch the Jodie Foster movie recently. I don't
It's only
think
on DVD and blue.
it's pretty
VHS.
blunt. Ashley,
What?
you watched a Jodie Foster movie recently but didn't enjoy it, right?
Oh my God, it was the boringest thing I've ever seen. Yes.
Which one?
It was Mesmerized.
Oh, that movie was horrible.
See? It's
It
so
went, that went to
her
Bull, that went to
accent,
Bull Moose 2 weeks ago as well.
it's terrible.
Izzy's like, I could have bought it.
It was sitting right on top of my bag with the slip. You could have grabbed it.
Oh,
I wouldn't even know what it
It's
is.
bad.
That's not the one that. That's not the one. No, that's not
That's the one with-
that.
No, it has
Umbrella's
John
putting
Lithgow
out,
in
is
it.
Umbrella's
Yeah.
putting out some. I think. I don't know. Tony would know which Umbrella title I'm talking about because he collects all those.
Well,
I
it would
think
make sense because it's a New Zealand movie. but
Mhm.
I don't think they put it out because it's trash.
No, it was. I'm thinking of the Emily Blunt movie.
Oh, Summer Love or something. That was
Maybe
like her first movie.
There's probably another one as well. Ashley, was that one any good? Emily
Which
Blunt,
one?
Summer Love or whatever. No,
She's kind of like a crazy. I
that
guess she's
sounds perfect to
bisexual.
me. Well, I don't know about all that, but the crazy woman a little bit—that's right up my alley. And Emily,
Well, no,
yeah.
like at first you just think she's kind of just like, okay, it's going to be like a love movie about these two chicks or whatever, right? And I was like, oh wait, no, this went somewhere I didn't expect it to be.
Well, you had Tony at two lesbians because
She had Bob at bisexual.
I'm sorry. Well, then, how did you watch Love Lies Bleeding yet?
I have obviously.
I know you
it was
did.
on the list.
Tony, did you watch Love Lies Bleeding?
Saw it in the theater.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it.
See, that's more crazy than this movie.
Oh,
I will
okay.
say that.
Yeah.
I like that movie. That's pretty good.
I love Love Lies Bleeding,
Yeah, that's pretty damn
but
good.
not that other one. It's just
Okay.
boring.
Yeah.
So isn't there? I just bought. It's a blind buy. I don't know if any of you have seen it. I think it's Michael Douglas actually. The War at Home.
I've heard of it.
Never heard of it.
Tony,
Mhm.
no. Yeah, I was.
In the War of the Roses.
No,
That's what
yeah.
I thought he was gonna say.
no, the War at Home. I don't think the War of the Roses has a Blu-ray, does it? Tony.
No.
Yeah, it's a Fox.
Oh, that's fun.
It's director something. Danny DeVito signature edition.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Never thought I'd hear Tony utter bisexual.
No.
Yeah, well, you also never thought you'd hear Tony say two whores, but he did on that.
I remember that.
Whores. Every fish is cracking up. He remembers that. Tony's like, we got two whores in the chat today, or in the panel today.
Yeah.
When was that?
I was at
Well, you
horse.
did, on the horse battle.
Oh, horror.
You said
When you
two
keep
whores.
talking, you
No,
said we had
Okay.
yeah,
first you said ho for
yeah,
H-O, and then you said H-O-R, and you keep on saying we got two whores.
yeah, we
And
got two whores.
I was, me and Marie were in tears on the
Yeah,
couch.
I remember
couldn't
you
stop
calling
laughing.
fish specifically a whore. And I was
Yeah.
like, because he had HOR, and you were like,
Good.
you're a whore. And Fish was like, wow. Tony.
Oh my god.
The War at Home is Emilio Estevez. Okay. Tony did not sign up for this. All right. number 4. Going into number 4. Let's see if anybody knows whose list this was. Nightingale.
Some dildo.
What? Joe? Yeah, Mizzy's right. So there is a clear, the accused was a
Do you like rape movies? Is
Yeah,
that
he
what
said
you're
it's
getting
very
at?
heavy subjects. Yeah.
No.
Mhm.
Look, well, the Nightingale and the accused are well done. Now, do I like rape revenge movies? Yes, because I like watching
Yeah.
women take revenge. So absolutely, I won't deny that. I think The Last House on the Left and all those movies are good. But Nightingale is also another one that was very tasteful. But I like the character development in that movie. I think it's incredible.
I was gonna say when I first got into that movie, I thought it was rape revenge too, but when you actually watch it, it's not really a revenge film.
No, it's not a whole lot. I mean, she wants to get revenge, but it's a I don't know. That movie
It's so much more. It's a deep movie.
Ashley, did you watch The Nightingale?
Mm-mm.
Okay, you knew what it
That
was.
movie is so deep.
Yeah.
It's not that I wouldn't. It's just I was hearing differing things, so I was just kind of like, oh, maybe when I'm bored one day I'll watch it.
Ellie's not here, but she liked that one. She recently watched that, and I think she gave it either 3.5 or 4.5 on Letterboxd. So
Yeah.
it's really
To me, yeah, that's a 5-star movie. I could talk about the movie
Mhm.
for hours. I love
Tony,
that
you
movie.
liked it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What'd you give it, Tony? 2 stars and a heart?
No, I don't remember. It would get a lot more than 2 stars.
Oh, God, more than 2 stars.
It was well done, and the acting, all of it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dell says Nightingale is a tough watch, but worth it. Tony, I actually found a movie on your Letterboxd recently that had 1 star, but it had a heart.
What was it?
It was Aftershock.
Ugh. Eli Roth. That
Yeah.
movie is bad.
I was like, damn, I was persistent because people were like, no, he couldn't have given 1 star in Heart. And I was like, I'm going to find one. And it was recently.
Yep.
No.
1 star because it was a terrible movie, but the heart was because there were some redeeming values of it that, that would be one that I'd want to revisit, at least to check out again.
Well, it's a fun movie. It's entertaining. You know what I mean? So
It was very terrible, though.
it is
It was
not
terrible.
Eli
I remember
Roth
when,
that one. He's in it. He didn't direct it though.
honestly, I remember when in one of Bob's old pickup videos, when he picked it up, I was just like, ugh.
I'd seen it before I picked it up. I like that movie's fun. It's like Tony said, it's not a good movie, but
No.
I don't care if movies are good. As long as I have fun with it, then there's redeeming quality.
Oh, I'm the same way. There's some movies that are popcorn movies that are not good, but I just enjoy them. They're a blast, but that's not one of them.
Yeah, I mean, you had zombie toilet shit baby or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. My toilet zombie baby right back.
Yeah, freaking jeez. And you tried to give that to me.
He's trying to make you cultured, okay?
I was gonna say it's going to somebody that's on one of your lists. Adam.
Okay, that makes the most sense. Yeah, even Fish is laughing.
Because you know that me and Adam like a lot of the same stuff.
Yeah, I know. I don't doubt that. That's the perfect person to send that to. Speaking of Adam, number 3, A Few Good Men.
Adam.
Yeah,
That's a great movie.
That movie's fantastic.
A lot of people were probably most surprised by that when they found out I didn't see that, but
I was shocked.
If you had come to me last year with this list, you could have put Back to the Future on there. You could have put Indiana Jones on there because I didn't see either one of those until last year for the first time. So
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future, all 3 of them. So it's crazy how that's why you have to ask people like, hey, have you seen these classics? Because you never know. There might be somebody out there who hasn't seen Scream or Halloween. You just don't know.
That's just throw punch.
I was gonna say to this day, the one that shocks me, I'm gonna throw Bob under the bus on this one because he doesn't like ghost movies. I'm shocked he hasn't seen Ghostbusters.
I've seen Ghostbusters. I've seen the first 2 Ghostbusters. I didn't see the female one, and I didn't see the 2 newest ones.
You don't need to see the female one. That one's shit.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
I only own it because it's 3D, or I wouldn't even own that.
Those are 2 though. No, it was like 4 years ago I watched Ghostbusters for the first time. They're not my favorite, I probably prefer Frighteners over those. But
Frighteners,
that's a hot take.
I'm sure Ghostbusters. I'm not okay. I like Bill Murray. Who's the other guy in it? The main actor in that
Dan
one?
Aykroyd.
Yeah, he's not like my favorite. I don't seek out his comedies. He's funny in some stuff, but Ghostbusters, it's good. I can see the love affair for it. But it's once again, I'm not big into ghosts, and I'm not overly big into comedies either. And I didn't watch it as a kid, so it doesn't have the nostalgia flavor to me. Yeah. Although Back to the Future was a masterpiece. That was every bit of a 5-star movie, and that didn't have nostalgic value to it, but I really enjoyed that one. And I also enjoyed the Indiana Jones franchise. And I actually don't hate the one with Shia LaBeouf. I actually think it's entertaining.
Yeah.
Which one is that? Crystal?
Yeah, Crystal Skull. I haven't watched that since the theater.
The only one I didn't like. The only one I didn't like was the Dial of Destiny. I
still haven't seen that one.
I didn't say I don't like Ghostbusters. I think I gave it 2.5 or 3 stars. So it is what it is. Sorry, Johnny. I mean, there's a lot of hot takes. It is what it is. Johnny doesn't like my letterbox ratings, anyways.
Because you don't give hearts.
Yeah, I don't give hearts. No, I don't do that. I don't need to give a heart. If you see my rating, that's what you get. I don't see the point in the heart. I also have not seen any of the Beverly Hills Cops movies. I haven't seen any before.
That's surprising.
And the reason why is because I don't have the first one on 4K. I have the slip, but no movie. So I need to get that movie, and then I could watch all 3 of them, and then the one on streaming, the newest one, which I heard was pretty good. So. I didn't like. Is Dial of Destiny the newest one, the 5th one?
Yeah.
I did not like that. That was the only one I didn't like in the franchise. I thought it was really bad.
It was boring.
It was
And
really,
it's so long.
and he's really old in it, and just too old to be doing that. And it's not. No, it's not. It's like putting Tony in an Indiana Jones movie, but it's not.
Oh wow!
Jesus, Tony's not that old.
Who's on his 80s?
God.
Maybe Tony, you could probably do more stunts than Harrison Ford, though.
Probably.
You do walk 5 miles a day, Tony. No, he's out of it.
No, I'm listening.
Just skip Cop 3, Bob. No need to put yourself through that maze of shit. I have a buddy. He tells me though that Beverly Hills Cop 3 is his favorite one. While
I
everybody,
haven't seen 3.
I was
everybody
gonna say I don't mind 3 in the music.
Okay.
I thought that one was pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll always, when people are like skip the third Back to the Future. I actually like Back to the Future 3.
What?
People
No,
say-
So that I.
that's a
People
great
said-
movie.
What's up?
That's a great movie.
I think
Yeah.
Back to the Future. Now, keep in mind, I watched Back to the Future 1 and 2 back to back. I mean, shut the movie off, put the other one back in. I thought 3 was better than 2, but 2 was a lot of the same of the first one, and I watched them back to back, so I felt like I was watching the same movie. And I have a couple friends. They're like, "See, as a kid, we had to wait like 3 years to watch."
Yeah.
Right.
So it was, and I didn't wait. I waited 30 seconds and then I watched it. So it was just like, I felt like I was rewatching the same one with some updated takes, and I was just not.
And the third one has Mary Steenburgen in it.
Right. Yeah.
And she's it's 60 something. She still looks good, and I
She's
know
still
Johnny
good.
agrees. He's in the chat. He's a big Mary Steenburgen fan as well. She looked real good in Step Brothers. Ain't that right?
Mhm. Absolutely.
Okay, calm down, Bob.
Tony, she's
You
here
know,
close to your age.
Bob and his cougars.
Yeah. I don't know.
He likes them old.
Not all old people. Not all of them.
The Cougars and the bisexuals.
Bisexual cougars.
Oh,
Bisexual. If Benicio just jumped into bisexual cougars. Oh my goodness. Poor
Benicio.
What's up, Benicio? Much love, Bob, Tony, Fish, Mizzy, and Fan Bam. It was cool to see you post again on Instagram, man. It's been a while.
Yeah.
So that was good to see. Holland says, "Hey, Benicio. Mary Steenburgen looks like the
What?
I love Back to the Future too."
Damn, Johnny.
Jesus.
Jesus.
All right,
Oh.
so we didn't talk about A Few Good Men. We brushed over it, but Demi Moore's in that one,
Yeah.
and it's funny because I didn't realize that her name is pronounced that way until Fish told me, and I was like, no, it's not, and then I had to issue an apology to you, Fish, for being wrong. I tried to tell somebody how to pronounce something, and then I was wrong. That's pretty embarrassing. But A Few Good Men is excellent. Such a good movie. Another courtroom drama. All right. Number 2. Let's see here. Nikki's just watching this fire burn in the panel right now. She said, "Say Marie. I'm here for Tony's one-liners." Fidicio. Where's Tom Cruise tonight? I know he pops in every time you're somewhere, Tony.
Because none of his movies are in the top 10.
I'm not kidding. It looks like Ted Danson's snag turned the face of the bad Red Hot Nichols. It's terrible. Mary Steenburgen was hot in the movie Life is a House, where she plays a mom who seduces her kid's boyfriend, played by Ian Seacrest. That sounds like my type of movie.
Life is a
It's a
House
different-
is a
Life-
fantastic movie.
I like it.
I just watched this movie, and let me tell you, you know how, Ashley, you and I have talked about how if a movie was good in the 80s, like it, and people say, oh, these movies don't age well, I'm like, I still enjoy it. I don't get that saying very much.
Yeah.
If I enjoyed it in the 80s, I still enjoy it today. I get that movies aren't the same and it couldn't be made today. Well, let me tell you, I just watched this movie called Blame It on Rio on Amazon. Has anybody seen it?
I've
I've
seen
not
it.
seen it, but I've heard of it.
Well, that's Michael Caine and I
Yeah.
can't remember the other guy's name. Well, Michael Caine is 43 in the movie, and Tim would not like this. And he ends up sleeping with his best friend's daughter, who is 17. And
Ew.
they form a relationship, and
Mhm.
it's Michael Caine, and
Mm-mm.
I was just watching this and I was like, look, I'm okay with like movies that aren't PC. And I was like, but this one is crossing a line. I was like, holy shit, this is not good.
Why couldn't she be like 20?
Right.
Yeah,
why-
she was 17. And she's like, well, I'm in love with him. And it was Michael Caine. Yep.
That's
Mhm.
gross.
Yeah. And she also is on a nude beach with her father in the movie. And I was like,
Oh,
what am I watching? I was like, man, I can't look
What?
at Missy's face right now. Johnny, you need to screenshot that. Put it on a meme again, Missy's face.
Oh, my piece.
He's like, ooh. Yeah, you can't make blame it on Rio today. Del said.
No.
I think
Oh,
there was
that's
only
gross.
one other person on Letterboxd that had seen it, and it was Dell. And I think, and he didn't have I can't remember if he had a rating or not. Well, now we all know Bob gets turned on by women who look like the arc of the cover. A little bit of soft. Wow. What's up, Allie?
Hi,
Yeah.
Allie.
Allie, 2 of your movies were in the top 10 so far, which was Devil's Candy, and Cold in July. So, Allie, congratulations. You had 2 movies in the top 10 on my list here. You should pop in, Allie, if you get a chance. Okay, number 2, Streets of Fire. Whose list did that come from?
Joe.
Joe's, yeah.
Yep. Joe, that was a good one. I'll tell you,
One
though,
of my favorite.
When I rewatched it, it put my dad to sleep in about 5 minutes. he was out.
Horrible.
He was out like a lamb. Now it was his 3rd movie of the night, so that could have something to do with it. But he was snoring about 10 minutes in, and then he woke up, and then he fell asleep again. But he did wake up for the ending, the fight, the climax, which was cool. And then he's like, "Oh, it wasn't too bad. It was all right." I was like, "You slept 90% of it." He'll do that. He'll watch a movie with me, and then he'll go, "Not too bad, a little boring." And I'm like, "You saw 20% of it." I'm like, what are you talking about? But that's how he is. Good times. But yeah, Streets of Fire. It was badass, man. And that was the one you thought I was going to give number 10 on your list. And
Yeah, that was a last minute throw in. I wasn't even going to put it on the list, and I put that in at the last minute. But it's a movie that, because I was like, even though I don't consider it a musical, and neither do you, some people do. And I was just like, Bob's not going to like it. Bob doesn't like musicals.
It's not a musical, though. And I
know it isn't.
On this story, you guys are going to laugh your ass off when it pops up if the person ever gets around to watching it. But I put a musical on somebody's watch list, believe it or not. And it's not Anna on the Apocalypse.
I love that movie.
I love Anna in the Apocalypse. It's like a mix of everything. You get a zombie, Christmas, musical. I mean, how can you not beat that? We've never had that before. So I freaking love that. And the music's not bad in that movie, which is usually part of the problem with so many musicals that I don't like, is the music is not my cup of tea. Across the Universe.
I like that one.
I don't like Across the Universe, man, at all. It is not my cup of tea.
I like more older musicals, but I like Streets of Fire is good. Well, it's not a musical. Musical, like modern day, like Rock of Ages is pretty good.
Mhm.
Is that a Disney movie?
No, it has Tom Cruise in it and Juliana Hough.
I was thinking The Rock. There's The Rock. I was thinking of Camp Rock or something.
No,
Camp Rock.
Camp Rock is totally different. Oh, right here.
Oh my god.
Oh, jamming out
Right
some
here.
Jones Brothers.
Right there. There you go.
Camp Rock.
Oh my God.
Oh wait, and if you like that, you gotta have Camp Rock too,
I love this joke.
because
That's great.
that's how good they are.
No, you got Jonas Brothers movies. That's Jeff. You're just in time.
You gotta
guys.
have
Hi,
the
Jim.
Jonas Brothers.
You're just in time for the bottom 10.
Oh God. Ah,
I don't know.
You gotta have some Jonas.
Jeff,
You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Oh yes, sir.
Can you hear us or no? Nope.
You see, you gotta have some Jonas in your collection.
Dude, throw that
Oh my
shit in the garbage. That's ridiculous.
Joe.
That you own Jonas Brothers.
If you like,
Even
if
Fish
you,
doesn't
if
own
you like
Jonas
that,
Brothers.
you gotta like One Direction.
Wow.
That's even worse.
Can you own One Direction and Jonas Brothers? Fish would be ashamed of you, Joe.
Was it Justin Bieber concert movie?
gonna
Justin
grab
it?
Bieber. No, I don't
Yeah.
have Justin Bieber.
Okay.
Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, no.
That's awesome.
All right, so Streets of Fire, that was a good one. There was a reel, speaking of Justin Bieber, I saw, and it was like Katy Perry grabbing him or touching him, and
No,
she
it's
was like
Pink.
hitting on him.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I thought it was Katy. There's one of Katy Perry.
It was Katy Perry.
And
They're all gross.
I was like, hey, if Katy Perry hit out, I don't think too many guys would complain about that. I mean,
Yeah, because
Jenny
he was Jenny
He was-
McCarthy. That's right.
it's
Because he was
every,
he was underage at the time, and
Yeah.
Oh,
outside of Tony, it was like every 15, 16-year-old boys to sleep with an older woman dream, wasn't it, Mizzy? Your teacher, anything like that? Joe,
You know it. You know
yeah,
exactly.
Judi Dench.
And I,
it. Full
Katy,
dream.
it was a cold dream.
Sorry.
All right, Jeff, can you hear us yet?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, you're just in time for the bottom 10, bud.
I figured so.
Well, we haven't done
Well, we
number
gotta go
one
through
yet.
number one.
Yeah.
Number
Number
one,
one.
which is going to be Mizzy's movie, which is Blind Spotting,
boy.
which is was a surpriser for me. Which is funny because he took one off and then put that on the list, and I was like, okay, well, they like the
Good,
same.
good.
But the funny thing about the top, who's seen Blind Spotting? Anybody? No.
Not yet.
Tony, you liked it. I know you gave it 2.5 and a heart, I believe.
Yeah.
And then he said it was really good, though. I thought it was excellent, and I'm like, okay.
I'm surprised. Like, I thought it'd be
2.5.
too.
Okay, so the funny thing about the top 10 recommendations, and I noticed this when I was making this list, there was and I don't want to say these people know me better because Fish has known me for a long time, and he doesn't have any of these movies on there. And
Hey, my list came out, or I
way
gave you
before
my
everybody
list
else's.
when we
And
first met.
Tony
I
is
did
my
not know him
favorite.
at all when I gave him my list.
And Tony's my favorite person in this entire world, and he had Marrowbone on his list, so he's still my favorite person in the world, despite not having a movie in my top 10. Sorry, Tony. If there was a top 15 or top 20, you might have made it with Minari, but this top 10 is not going to cut it. But yeah, Ellie had 2, Adam had 3, Ashley had 2, Joe had 2, and then Mizzy had 1. So you could see like the trend there. Ashley, Mizzy, and Joe had some really good, and Adam had some really good recommendations. The rest of you, work on your second list.
Oh my God! Shut up.
No, I'm just teasing. Fish will get his chance to defend his list. All right.
What, this list? Oh,
Not
this
this
list.
list.
There's no defending this list. The next list, now the next one, the one you have now,
The
that
second list.
one, yes,
I'm gonna
my
get-
second
I'm-
list.
I'm gonna get to that too. Trust me, it's gonna happen in the next couple months. So people are gonna be like, "How dare you do somebody twice before you do my watch list?" And I'll be like, "Too bad, it's my channel. I'll do what I want." Be like, "Well, if you recommended better movies that I wanted to watch, then I would." Although, Fish, you put one on that list that I was planning on never watching a day in my life, but there it is. It's on the list, so I'm gonna watch it finally. But anyways, let's dive into the bottom 10. Jeff, take it away.
Name off 9 out of your list. Leave number 1 for Marrowbone.
Yeah. Jeff, how are you, man?
I think he's muted.
Are you? Yeah, I think you're muted. I can't. It's not muted, but
I think his mic must be messed up.
we can't hear him now. Poor guy. He can't defend himself. Jeff, you got to figure it out for your mom's stream on Wednesday because she won't know how to do that. And you got, speaking of, Jeff will be on the trivia tomorrow, 90s trivia. So,
Well, you better, yeah, you ready? Fix
yeah,
it.
you better get that fixed. Otherwise, you're not going to be competing very well, Jeff. Anyways, starting with should we start with number 91 and work our way up to 100, or start with, we'll do that.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 91. Fish, you're finally going to make a list. It is going to be The Good Girl.
You
With
didn't like that?
Wow.
You didn't like That movie is great.
You did
which I
like it.
really thought I was gonna like that. I have the DVD of it, and I bought it because of Fish's List, but I didn't like it. It's a lot. It was not what I expected. I thought I was getting like a rom-com, and it's definitely not.
No, it's a serious movie.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
serious, dark, but it didn't work for me very well.
Did it have rape in it or bisexual?
No.
That's where I missed the mark.
Yeah.
Damn it, Fish.
There was no bisexual, so I did not like it. That is. That's actually why all these bottom 10 I did not like, because there wasn't a single bisexual in the movie, so I didn't like it. Oh, jeez. So 91, The Good Girl, but it sounds like Ashley and Joe liked that one.
I did.
Jeff?
Of course I did.
Jeff, nothing? We still can't hear you?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. I can
Yeah.
hear you.
Okay.
My man, there we go. Jeff, take it away for number 92. You're not there, don't worry. It's another Fish movie, number 91 and 92, bottom 10. Fish, you made the list twice. We have got Wonderland, which is about a porn star.
About John Holmes.
John
That
Holmes.
movie's pretty good. I like it.
Yeah, it was not bad.
Joe likes
John
it.
Holmes made some good movies as well.
So the reason for Wonderland,
He's a great star.
Yeah,
He was a great star. He did good regular adult stuff, and then he went to gay porn towards the end when he got into
Oh,
drugs.
Jesus.
Talking about bisexuals.
You should like it.
You should have liked it.
Oh my
no,
god.
because he wasn't bisexual in the movie, though. If
No,
was
he
in
was
the movie-
straight playing doing gay porn for drugs.
Yeah.
Uh,
I just didn't. I didn't. It's a very the way it's shot is not my style. It's
Mhm.
interestingly the way it's shot, so it didn't work for me. Ashley, you've got a movie, so you made the top 10 and bottom 10.
Yay.
We've got Under the Silver Lake, which although a lot of other people might have really loved. I know that one was high on your list. Joe, did you like Under the Silver Lake?
That's mediocre. That's one of the A24s that's kind of like,
yeah,
Lizzie liked it. You said you were
Yeah.
confused by it, though. Like,
I
you
like
were-
all
it.
A24 is
I was
confusing.
like, ask Ashley. I don't have any answers.
Oh, I'm confused by it. I don't. Yeah, with me.
But you said it's a conspiracy theory more, so that's
Mhm.
what so that's probably why it flew over a lot of people's heads.
Mm.
Well, it makes sense when you get into conspiracy theories about it. It makes more sense, but I get it. I actually had a friend just watch this movie, and she likes weirder movies, and she was like, "I love this movie." I was like, "Okay, at least you did."
At least you did. Fuck that guy, Bob.
Fuck Bob.
Right. All right, Fish, you got another one on your list.
Damn Fish.
See, hey, you know what? I knew this was coming. 'Cause trust me, some of these movies are, like I said, I didn't know him that well when I gave him this list.
Well,
And
this
some of these movies I put on there because there were some of them were not so well known. So
well, this one is a not at all my type. For one, I don't like spoof movies very much. Like,
Oh boy.
but this is a satire on politics, which is not my cup of tea. And that was the Last Supper.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
I know that now.
Yeah, which Jeff is like, yeah, if I had known that too, I wouldn't have put half the movies I put on.
I was, like I told you, Bob, before when we talked on the phone. For spoof movies, I think I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker, or Don't Be a Menace to Society While Drinking Juice in the Hood. You would probably like.
Okay, I like Scary Movie. I don't mind that, but I didn't really care for what's the one that just came out in Steelbook like last year? The old. Oh my goodness, Busy. We watched it. What the hell is it called?
It's a spoof one. Oh, Naked Gun.
Yeah, I didn't like that either.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
The baseball,
I'm not-
the baseball stuff
I-
was kind of funny,
Yeah.
but yeah. And
Naked Gun, I'm not a fan
Pink
of.
Panther spoof movie too. Pink Panther. I never,
I've never seen the old ones. I just
never seen Air.
Yeah.
Airplane.
I would say Airplane's not bad.
Well, speaking of the next movie, this movie sucked.
That was probably mine.
This was Joe's movie.
Oh,
It was
Oh, Sabrina.
the
Sabrina.
movie sucked. Yes, that shit bored me to tears.
I love that movie.
Which one was it again? Was it the Audrey
With-
Hepburn or
with
the,
Ju-
The
No,
remake-
with Julia Ormond.
Harrison
Never
Ford.
again.
The
The
Joe
remake
says
with
to me-
Julia Ormond and
Ormond,
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford, Greg Kinnear. Okay, that one.
not
Okay.
Armanding this movie. So Joe said to me, he goes, I wanted to find a romantic movie because you've seen them all. So I was trying to find one. I said, well, this wasn't it. This didn't work. This shit bored me to tears. But let me tell you, Harrison Ford,
He was stiff in that movie.
he's stiff, and he's not my go-to, not for romantic.
For
movies.
like a romantic.
Definitely not. And who's the other guy? Greg Kinnear or something like
Yeah.
that?
Greg Kinnear.
Yeah, he's not my go-to actor either. So neither one of those actors. And then the actress, she's stiff. Everybody's stiff in that movie.
I thought
Like-
I like that movie. I like Julia Ormond. She was really good in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Okay. Well, Jeff, you
That's a good
haven't made
movie.
the list yet, so be
Which-
happy.
Be happy. I took the top 5.
Who was Julia Ormond in Prince of Thieves?
She was Maid Marian.
Oh, that's Mary Elizabeth Master Antonio.
Oh,
Is it?
Yeah.
Now,
Abyss.
now I'm gonna have to pull it down. What the hell is it? Where's my R's? What the
Wait,
hell is she
Bob.
in?
I'm so lost. What?
You don't like
Hold
Greg
on.
Kinnear?
He does. So I don't hate Greg Kinnear, but I don't seek out his movies.
But
I like
isn't he in one of your favorite
I
love
like him in
movies?
Stuck in Love a lot.
Okay, I
That,
was about to say.
that
What
one
about-
I
I was
love.
gonna say,
Stuck in Love. That's one of my favorite movies.
Stuck on You with Matt Damon.
No, Stuck in
Stuck
Love.
on You.
Stuck in
Stuck
Love.
in Love. I didn't, that has
Jennifer Connelly.
Lily Collins, right?
Yes.
Lily Collins
Yeah.
is a babe, and she got
Okay.
like 5 minutes of screen time in Maxine.
Yeah.
Which
I would say Greg Kinnear. I liked him in Dear God.
I
As
was-
good as
I
it
was
gets,
really-
too.
When
As
I
good
was
as it
younger,
gets. Yeah.
like teenage years, I was big into Lily Collins. I had a huge crush on her as a teenager, and especially when I watched Stuck in Love. But I also love that cast. as
Oh,
well.
that one. I watched that.
Yeah, you watched that.
Yeah.
You liked it. Yeah. I rarely strike out with Mizzy's recommendation because I
Those
know
are-
what he likes. But I guess I struck out with Joe. Even when you think you're good and you're gonna go 10 for 10, Jeff thought he was gonna go 10 for 10 on his recommendations, and we saw how that panned out. So
Damn it. You are right.
Jeff over there. Jeff, I know you didn't think you were gonna go 10 for 10. It's okay. I did want to say, Jeff, thank you for being here. You're a trooper tonight because you knew you were gonna get picked on the whole night. So for you to still be here, I'll tell you what, Jeff, out of everybody in the community, is like the biggest trooper because he takes a lot of crap and he never ever gets pouty about it. Never.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, I really wanted to be here on time, but I had to pick up this extra job on the way home, and I need money to buy movies.
Yes.
So,
Understandable.
Tony says that.
Fish.
Like
The
he's
mo-
like,
What kind of job were you doing?
Oh my
I
god.
was trying to fix somebody's ring camera system.
Fish was being a pervert, Jeff.
Yes,
Yeah.
he was.
Yeah, I know, and I was being the good kid.
Well, Tony just told his wife she needs to get the third job because there's a lot more movies coming out. No, he's like, there's a lot more movies coming out.
It's a busy month.
Isn't that right, Tony?
Fish. I was thinking of the movie First Night that she was in, not Robin Hood.
Oh,
I've
okay.
seen,
First night. Yeah.
which
Connery.
Yeah.
Which one's the one with Martin Lawrence? Black Knight?
Black
Black
Knight.
Knight.
Black Knight.
I heard Night. Knight's Tale with Heath Ledger. I'm just thinking
Yeah.
about the Night movies. Night Swim, which Ashley you just watched, and you were
It
like,
was fantastic.
Night
Yeah. That movie was awful.
Ashley said it's not as bad as all of you make it seem to be, though. I saw her review.
No, it wasn't. I at least finished it, unlike Horizon.
Oh, I can't.
Oh,
Missy, did you see her 1 star? She's like, did you
I don't
read
think
her
I follow
review?
her on whatever. I gotta follow you tonight.
She fucking hated Horizon. She shut it off.
Wow.
She didn't finish it.
No,
I
I,
was-
said
And I'm
fight.
not a Western guy. And I like.
I
that.
cried myself to sleep after reading that, Ashley. I was like, 1 star.
Well, I'll get you a new blankie, okay? You're fine.
No, I liked Horizon though. I enjoyed it. I know Mizzy, you did too. I think
Yeah.
a lot of. I was really surprised, Ashley, because I know you do like westerns, right?
Oh, I love westerns.
Yeah. But
This
you
was
know-
just shit. Well, I don't care. I don't like historical inaccuracies. It annoys the absolute shit out of me.
See, I don't know the whole story.
the 1800s and all that stuff. Yeah, I read your review and I was like, okay, I see where where you're going with
Well,
it.
my question too was, where are the Mormons at? The Mormons had already settled out here, and these people laid waste to these people. Not just the Indians, they did too. And I'm just going, where you at, homie? You weren't
Part two.
represented.
They're part two.
Yeah.
Part two,
If you're
the Mormons are coming.
Part two in the
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah.
They're all hiding in Utah.
I really hope that's what the title is. The Mormons are coming.
Yeah, there you go. Horizon 2, the Mormons.
I think it's called Chapter 2.
Yeah.
We'll see. But it got postponed or whatever. They just completely
they pulled
canceled
it.
the second
Well, I
showing.
think that the streaming service picked them up.
Oh,
I
So
can't
are they
remember.
going to release them on streaming? Is that like confirmed now? Because I
think
didn't know if they were going to release it next year in theaters and they're just giving it time. But I
I
think
feel like
Kevin
they will.
Costner, he wanted to avoid streaming was the idea. Costner wanted to avoid, but it doesn't seem like he's going to be able to avoid that. I knew that two movies that I loved, that I liked Horizon a lot, and I ended up doing a double feature with that and Daddy-O. And I knew both of those movies were going to do bomb. People don't go see a 3-hour Western in theaters anymore. It's just not.
Here they do.
What's up?
Oh, yeah.
Here, where I'm
Here?
at, as they filmed it here,
Yeah. It did
every
really well.
movie theater was packed that whole weekend.
Oh,
Because out here, like, not just out here, but that movie bombed terribly.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. It's
kinda
crazy how, like, certain locations do really well, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
here. Yeah. Here in
And then
Oklahoma, it did well.
And then
Yeah, that
Daddy-O,
makes
they
sense.
couldn't sell a damn ticket for that movie.
bro, they pulled
Were
it
you
out
the
like
only
a
one?
week.
Yeah.
I swear it was like
Bob was the only one there.
You had
I
a private
no time. There was like
screening?
nobody.
No, I was the only one that saw Kill in theaters. There was nobody else in the.
Oh, Kill is
the-
awesome.
I had-
I was gonna say that's only happened to me once. That I was the only one at the theater, and that was to go see Exit Wounds.
I saw Daddy-O.
Really?
Yeah, I was the only one
What?
sitting there
That's a
to
Steven
see Exit
Seagal
Wounds.
masterpiece, Joe.
Right?
I know. I don't
I
get it.
actually like Exit Wounds. I remember watching that with my dad, man. That
Wasn't
was,
I
he
saw
in
that
that-
in theaters, and nobody was there. And it was a
No,
7
that was
o'clock showing.
that was a crowded theater.
Wow.
Daddy-O, there was only 2 people, and they were like cuddled up next to each other. And I sat all the way at the top by myself and enjoyed Dakota Johnson all to myself.
So you were
Oh.
third wheeling it with these people.
Yeah,
I got
basically,
Mhm.
that was
Got
something that
He
happened.
loved it.
He loved it. I was actually hoping they were bisexual.
Oh,
But no, I
God.
ended up. I was gonna go see Daddy-O a second time, and then I ended up seeing Kill instead. And let me tell you, Kill is, oh my gosh. My dad was getting a little too emotional watching that though, because there was other people in the theater with my dad, and I was like, Dad, you can't be screaming. Stop. But he was getting angry watching Kill. And Tony and Mizzy, you saw it, so you know like the scenes my dad would get angry at. But yeah, my dad calls me like 3 days later. See, that's where I got this passion for movies from. I started collecting VHS when I was like 4 or 5 years old. And then my dad he's like me. He doesn't just watch a movie and then stops there. He wants to break it down and dissect it, like the whole movie. He'll call me a week later still talking about a movie. And that's kind of where I got this
You
from.
know, a movie's good. It like sticks with you. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly. And some movies grow on you after
yeah. Oh, for sure.
more. Like Long Legs, you got to kind of think about that and simmer
Yeah.
on.
Loved that movie.
Yeah, I know you loved it. I
Yeah,
did.
you love
Man.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's go.
yeah,
I fucking loved that movie.
yeah. I know you did. It's I don't know. I thought Nicolas Cage was really good. I know some people said he was too much. I don't know. It's a slow burn, and it's slow. And I didn't really enjoy the payoff very much.
It didn't feel slow to me though. It's
Yeah.
very well paced.
Yeah.
I was very into it the whole time. I was not bored one time.
Yeah, I was really.
I didn't. Now, granted, I was with a group. I didn't look at my phone. I wasn't necessarily bored. I was invested in the movie, so I didn't give up on it by any means. I think for me, the payoff was a letdown. I didn't care for the payoff. I was like, this is a bummer. I don't like this. I didn't like where they went with it.
Have you seen Blackcoat's Daughter?
No, but I'm not big.
I love that movie.
Ashley,
Yeah.
I'm not big into supernatural. So like, that's,
Well, it's more Satanism than anything.
oh yeah, I would definitely
Yeah,
not.
he
like
doesn't
that.
like that.
Yeah, I would probably not like.
Yeah, I don't think you would like it because it's really slow.
Okay,
it's
no,
almost
I
like this.
I liked Horizon. I would call that slow.
But
Horizon.
it's a different kind of slow. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because it is. There's different slow.
There is. And I think for
Yeah.
me, when it comes to slow, I do agree with what you're saying. And so when people always look, oh, you're not going to like it because it's slow. It's like there's a lot of movies that are as slow as molasses that I actually like. It's
Same.
just it depends, like you said, on the movie. You've got to be invested in the movie. You didn't like Horizon, probably not for the reason it was slow, because I know you like slow burns. You don't mind. But like for me, I'll watch a slow movie, but it has to connect. I have to be invested. I have to be interested in the movie. You know what I mean? Like I watched Daddy-O, and it's two people sitting in a taxi having a conversation for an hour 45 minutes. That would not interest those people. For me, I want to watch that. I just like watching two people talk about life. That's what I like doing. So I don't know. It just depends on the movie, because there's slow burns that I'm like in love with, and then there's slow burns where I'm like, this shit was boring. Now, Long Legs, it didn't bore me, but I think that it was. I've heard a couple people compare it to Silence of the Lambs, and I was like, that's disrespectful. No, I love Silence of the Lambs. Is like, no, don't do that. So, yeah,
I'd put it in with that genre type,
Sure, yeah.
but I would never. The Silence of the Lambs is one of my
But
favorite movies
Silence
ever.
of the Lambs isn't supernatural, though.
Mm-mm.
That's why.
Okay, but I'm not arguing with you. My thing is like, what was the extra supernatural part? Because most of this was about Satan.
I don't want to necessarily spoil it for people.
Oh, that's true. Sorry, I don't want to.
Haven't seen
I
it,
forget.
but no, yeah, but obviously the doll and stuff like that. That's where,
Okay,
yeah,
I get you.
Yeah, that's where I was like, I was not. Dolls don't do it for me, so take that shit elsewhere. They're stupid to me.
Chucky isn't going to scare
Megan,
you.
I like Chucky, but I'm not watching like Conjuring and Annabelle and all that.
No.
I'll piss on that doll. I'll
Yep,
kick it.
it's not good. Piss on a doll.
I'm not watching it.
So
Just kick
you're into
it.
water sports.
All right, Missy's gonna take the next two top spots.
Hey.
We've got Color Out of Space,
Mm.
which my God,
Ugh.
beautiful to look at, but
I
that
know.
movie, that shit's boring too. Talk about a slow movie that is boring, and where it goes, the last 20 minutes goes from worst to like terrible. Have you seen it, Ashley?
No,
Okay.
I haven't watched that one
Fish
yet.
is just shaking his head. No, there's
Oh,
no.
I haven't seen it either.
Well, Fish, the thing is, there's no bisexuals in that movie, so
Damn it,
Nick Cage is
Yeah,
ruined.
do better, Missy. Do better.
No,
Yeah, Tony, did you like Color Out of Space?
Tony.
Not really.
No.
Nope. All right, so yeah, failed
I admit
attempt.
that sucks. I get it.
And,
Well, I think the next one sucks.
And then Men. Ugh.
Men
Oh,
is
God.
god awful.
Hate that movie.
Alex
So do
Garland
I.
can direct and write his ass off. Let me tell you, he did it with Civil War. He did it with Ex Machina. I've never seen the one with Natalie
Yeah,
Portman.
that's good.
But
Annihilation.
Annihilation.
Annihilation
movie's
I
good.
liked.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
but
good.
I'll tell you, Men. It's not
awful.
No,
Shit.
where was he going with that? I don't know. No.
That was one of very few films that when it was done, I had to go on YouTube and try to find videos to find out what the hell that movie was about.
That's what I
and
was
maybe
like.
explain.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
is it more
I
mean
was-
or something? I don't know.
I thought the way it was shot and a lot of the filming techniques they did were really good.
Yeah.
It's just that story was
A
god
lot-
awful.
For me,
Even
a lot
of the lighting. was
for me,
great.
Color Out of Space was beautiful. It was beautiful to look at, the colors and everything. Men was beautifully shot, and it was really well shot. But there's no denying that Alex Garland can direct. So I'm not surprised that there's good cinematography in Men. But let me tell you, what the hell?
that story was awful.
He wrote the hell out of 28 Days Later. He directed the hell out of Civil War and Ex Machina. But I was like, no, with Men, no, I barely gave it 1 star.
Yeah.
I don't know. And if I was like a year ago, I probably would have gave it 1 star. But I'm a lot less of a harsh critic now, or I'm
Really?
harsher with my top ratings, but I'm not as harsh on the bottom ratings.
Really now?
Yeah. So, all right, number 98. No, yeah, number 98. Ashley, you made the list twice. With
Hell yes.
Gentlemen Broncos.
I knew it. I loved giving you that weird ass movie. You're so welcome.
No, and I still remember the scene in the beginning when the hand and the bus. Oh my goodness.
You're welcome.
No, you're not. Thank you. Um, not work for me. Nobody else has seen this one. Usually, people love to
No.
watch the movie that I have number 10 on somebody's list because just to spite me, they're like, "Oh, if Bob didn't like it, I got to watch it." So, yes, number 98. Jeff, take it away with number 99 and 100.
Kung Pao.
Kung Pao into the fist.
No, it's not Kung Pao. Number
Which one?
99 will be the Quatermass experiment.
Okay. Okay.
Jeff, this one didn't work for me either. Obviously.
That doesn't surprise me.
Well, the movie's an hour and 30 minutes long. For an hour and 28 minutes, nothing happens. And then the last minute, something finally happens, and then the credits roll. And I was like, no, this is getting a half a star. So there's only 2 movies on this list I gave it. Wait, I think I gave Gentleman's Broncos a half a star. I'm not sure. Maybe not. But there's only like 2 or 3 movies I gave a half a star to out of the 100. The last one being on this list is one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my entire life, and that's Kung Pao. Enter the
That movie's god awful.
Tony,
You know what? I would make anybody watch that movie just because.
and you love it, and that's all. Look,
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
You
it
wanna
just, takes
talk
me
about
back, it just takes
Marrowbone?
me back to my teenage years. That's all.
Tony Marrowbone was like 88 or 89. Didn't make
What-
the bottom 10. Are you happy?
The one that I'm shocked didn't make the bottom 10. Where was that movie from Tim, that Subway movie? That thing was god awful.
Subway.
It had something to do with sub or something.
Are you talking about
In the
Ken
title-
and Hero?
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, that's what I recommended.
Oh, that's what he recommended.
Ten and Hero.
No,
No.
it was
No.
one.
Shit.
There's one.
Oh
that
yeah.
yeah.
Was-
That was I recommended Ten and Hero to him. Tim's
Oh,
watched it.
okay.
I didn't recommend that shit to him.
That movie was awful.
Well, you watched it. I like.
Oh, you was alright, Joe? Okay.
Mizzy liked Ten and Hero, and so does
That's
Ellie.
not
So
bad.
screw you both.
I got 2 people in my corner.
No, but Tony, you didn't make the list on the bottom 10. Are you happy?
Through.
Yeah. So the funny thing is, Mizzy and Ashley both had 2 on my top. Well, Mizzy had 1, but Ashley had 2 in the top 10, 2 in the bottom 10.
Yeah. There you go.
Ellie had 0 in the bottom 10 and 2 in the top 10. So congratulations, Ellie. Your list was very
There you
successful. Adam's list was very good too. So fun little facts I wrote down about these lists. The first movie I watched was The Player. If that's the one you're talking about, Joe. Well, no, it's not. We already established it was 10 and Hero.
Mhm.
But I watched it on March 26th. And then I watched the last one, which was Searching for Bobby Fischer on June 15th. So
I
it
love that
only
movie.
took me like a little over a year, and that was with the break. But it only took me a little over a year to knock out all 100 movies. So not too bad.
Nice.
Once I start a list, I'll finish it. Some I'm like, oh boy, I'm dreading this. Like that's why I didn't get around to Jeff's list for a bit because I was dreading a few of them. But you know, and I was also dreading Gentleman's Broncos, but that was only an hour and a half, so I could get through it. So not too bad.
Versus 9 other movies.
Look, all jokes aside, I appreciate, you know, and we still, once again, anybody that wants to take off at any time you can, because we're just going to hang out. I got a bunch of stats to go over, some fun stuff. So if you guys want to go, there's no pressure to staying. Let's see. So there was that. So the way I view a successful recommendation is Tony left.
Good night.
Anything that I give 3 stars or above to is like a successful recommendation because I view it as like I enjoyed a little bit of it. And it's funny because everybody rates movies differently. Ashley, I've seen so many movies get 3 stars on your list that you don't like on your diary. But the way, like for
Which
me,
ones?
well, you didn't like Monkey Man that much.
Oh, fuck, no.
What? She's got fuck no.
I'm sorry.
And she gave it 3 stars.
I'll watch my mouth.
No,
And
no,
she
no.
gave it 3 stars though. So he said, "What?" But like for me, I gave that 3.5. If I give something 3, it means it's like above average. I found a little bit to like about it. Ashley 2.5 means she hated it. Maybe not
Depends.
hated it. It just depends. Yeah. But
If I give something a star, I hated it.
or you like
Hated it.
You mean you? Oh, it just.
Really hated it.
Just one.
Oh, okay. Just.
See,
oh,
I'll
just
give-
star. I thought you meant the heart. Never mind. I was. on the
No.
wrong page.
If I give 3 stars, it's because I finished it at least. And I found something good, but still didn't like it.
It's still not good.
Yeah, everybody uses their letterbox differently.
Yeah, they do.
Yes,
Like,
exactly.
Tony's a 1 star in heart. That's why I'm trying to explain to people. For me, a 3 is a successful recommendation.
Mhm.
That's the way I see it. So if I give something 3, it means I liked it a little bit. It means it's above average. I found something to like. 2.5, the definition of average for me. 2 would be below average, and anything below 2 means I didn't like it at all. But so that's why, like, anything above 3, I always tell people I'm happy with your list. So I looked at it and I broke down each list and how many got 3 stars or above. And okay, let's start with Adam. I gave Adams. He gave me 10 out of 10 recommendations. I gave so all 3 stars or above. Let's see. Ashley, 8 out of 10 successful recommendations. It was just those 2 duds on the bottom. Tony, 8 out of 10. Tony acts like I hated his list, and he had 8 successful recommendations.
Good.
So
That's
Tony, I
good.
didn't hate your list like that.
Better than me.
Yeah, I know.
Hold up.
Let's see here. Ellie had 8 out of 10. Stacy, 7 out of 10. Mizzy, 7 out of 10. Fish, 5 out of 10. Half. Tim, 7 out of 10. I said Ellie was 8 out of 10. Joe, 7 out of 10. Sabrina sucked. And Jeff, 4 out of 10. So you still had 4 successful recommendations, Jeff. Congratulations. Now, how about 4 stars or higher? How many lists got 4 stars or higher? So let's see who got the most 4 stars. Adam got 4 4-stars. Mizzy had 4 4-stars. Ashley had 3 different movies with 4 stars. But although Whip It on a Whiplash? Whip It?
Whip it.
Whip it.
Whip It on a rewatch could easily. Whiplash is also really good, but Whip It on a rewatch can get 4 stars, I think, because I really did like that movie. And
It's a
like
fantastic movie.
It's a really good movie, and I broke.
It's really good.
I finally found the green. Okay, Ashley, you should message
Find
Corey about this. I found Whip It on Blu-ray in Jay's whatever, and it was with the green case, perfect condition. I was so excited. I was like, "Oh, this is perfect! I've been looking for this. Now I finally get it." Corey's like, "What'd you get?" Start looking through the movies. I drop it and it cracks, and I was like, "Corey's like, oh, I feel so bad now."
It would be Corey too.
I was like,
It just
so I
has
put
to
it
be
back.
him.
So in my video I put out, Corey's like, "I still feel bad that you didn't end up buying that."
It cracked it like on the spine or like on a corner.
On the bottom, like the case.
Oh damn!
Yeah. And I was like, "It's a green case. I can't. No, I'm not taking that." So I was
You
like,
should get like the Hulk or How the
what I
Grinch
said.
Stole
That's what
Christmas.
Mizzy I found it for like $8 or like $6 on Macari. So I was like,
Oh,
all right,
okay.
it's not too bad. It's just kind of hard to find because it is a pretty, those green, red, pink,
Yeah, red,
they
yeah.
always
Yeah.
go for more money because they're just not common. So
Yeah.
I think one of them, speaking of bisexuals, Tony, is or lesbians actually. There's a movie with Rachel McAdams where I think she plays a lesbian. Tony, do you know which one I'm talking about?
Disobedience.
Is it Disobedience? Well, it's got a red case, and Jake from Steelbook Obsessed was trading movies, and it had a slip around it, and I was like, "Oh, super happy to have it," but it had a blue case, and he's like, "Yeah, I switched out the cases," and I was like, "Never mind, I don't want it then."
Oh wow.
I was like,
Wait.
I need the red case. It has a red case.
Why would that have a red case?
I
With
don't-
her and Rachel Weisz?
Is that the one? I don't know. They make out in the movie, right?
They do more than make out, but yeah.
Well, I gotta see it then because I've never seen it. But now you got me because I like
Well, it's
Rachel
not
Weisz
like
and
Black
Rachel McAdams?
Swan.
Oh,
the bisexuals. I actually really liked Chloe as well with Amanda Seyfried, and she's bisexual.
yeah, we know you like
Yeah.
that.
So you
There's
really
a-
like bisexual lesbian movies.
There's
is what
a
you're
great
saying.
scene in Chloe. Am I not right? Am I right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, Ashley.
You
liked
tell
that.
me.
Ew, no, shut up. I do not.
Tony's like, wait, which scene is that? Tony, it's the one scene with Julianne
Julianne
Moore.
Moore?
I haven't
Yeah.
You
That
know, right?
woman needs to stop showing things.
Julianne
She's too
Moore.
old.
She does too much.
She's too old.
She's too old.
She's too old. Put that thing away already, all right?
Put that thing away.
Cage it, please.
At least she's got the guts to do it, I guess. Her and Naomi Watts show
Still at
stuff.
this
So
age,
they're
yeah.
in their late 50s, early 60s almost. Naomi
Yeah.
Watts still shows plenty
60s.
too. Yeah. Naomi Watts shows some stuff in what is the one? It's starts with an A. I don't remember. But it's her and another woman, and they both have two sons.
Dorn or what is it called?
They both have two sons,
That
and they
Netflix one?
switch. They switch basically.
Oh,
Naomi,
yeah.
Naomi,
A
Naomi
It's
movie?
got
Watts,
Robin Wright in it.
yes.
right?
So
Yeah.
she sleeps with Naomi Watts' son,
Son,
and
yeah.
they basically switch sons.
It's a
so-
weird movie.
It is a weird concept, but Naomi Watts is in it. She looks good.
I
so.
don't remember her showing stuff, but I
She
didn't
did
like
not
it.
show
so-
anything in that, but she showed stuff like in Mulholland Drive. She shows plenty.
Yeah,
And
a little bit.
The Impossible. Mulholland Drive's not bad. That's a twisted movie.
I
It's a
like that
great
movie.
Yeah.
That
Well,
trash lady always scares me.
Tony, did you like Bound?
I haven't seen that.
You didn't see Bound? yet?
Criterion.
Did you get it in your Criterion movies?
Are you
Okay.
going to?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
It's
November,
a, it's
Tony. November.
a 4K and it's Criterion. You're really not going to buy that?
I don't buy all of those.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that Jennifer Tilly and Gina Gershon.
looking out for it.
I thought Bob would have been all gung ho for Something's Gotta Give when Diane Keaton at 70 years old fucking got naked.
Oh my god.
Diane Keaton. No, Diane Lane. On the
Diane
other
Lane's
hand.
better than
Diane Lane still absolutely. Unfaithful. Tony, did you like Unfaithful?
Oh yeah, and Unfaithful.
I did not like that. I mean, I felt that's with Richard Gere.
Yeah.
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 It just made me feel so sad for that whole family. I hate it.
does.
I hate to see that infidelity and all that.
Mhm.
It's
Sorry, there's a
terrible.
lot of movies like that out there.
I know it. I thought it was a very well done
You
movie,
should
but
watch
as far as
Disclosure.
the story, it
Did
was
you see Disclosure?
Disclosure. No, I don't think I have.
Did you see Fatal Attraction?
Mm-hmm.
Did you like that one?
Mm-hmm.
And did you like Basic Instinct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So Tony likes some of those.
But probably not for the same reason you liked them.
Mhm.
No, Disclosure only has one scene in it, and it was pretty good. I like that the roles are reversed in Disclosure because you never ever see that. So it's interesting to give that concept of a woman actually sexually harassing a man. So that
It's
was
pretty easy to do.
Well, it's just that in Disclosure, they don't believe him for the life of him at all. That he would, until there's a video out or audio tape, and she's like, "What does she say?" She says, "Well, people say no a lot when they really want it." I think, right? Is that what
What
she
a
said? No,
creep.
that's what the
It's
voice
been so
was.
long since I've watched that one.
And then
Yeah, it's
she's
been a
like,
while.
her lawyer's like, "Well, he said no 31 times in that audio message," and
my
she's like,
God.
"You know what no means?" And she's like, "Yeah, but people say no all the time."
It must be her kink.
Well, to me more, that's what she says in the movie. It's like people have a kink kind of when it comes to that stuff. So
Weird.
it was just interesting to watch it. I found it this weekend and ended up watching it. But there's 62 comments to catch up with. So we got-
Oh, wow.
I'm like Corey right now with not reading the chat, falling behind with the chat. Sorry, Corey. Here.
Oh, he's not watching this.
I know. My grandma used to do that, fall asleep, miss most of the movie, then she'd wake up and complain that the movie makes sense. We got Fluffy Gamer in the chat, which is Adam's buddy from California. Just working and watching. Love Rock of Ages. That's not the one with Camp Rock again, though. Tom Kills it in Rock of Ages. And on the Apocalypse was a pleasant surprise for me. Freaking love that movie. Heck yeah, Joe, Camp Rock forever. Oh gosh. Del and Nikki are laughing at Jeff. Jeff, you're gonna be a busy man this week. You gotta stream tonight, you gotta stream tomorrow, and then your mom's coming by. She'll be streaming in that room, right?
Yeah. And I might have a stream on Thursday as well. So
Yeah, you're a busy man this week. Ellie says, "Who's your favorite Jonas brother, Joe?"
Has to be Joe Jonas. Got to go with the same name.
He's the prettiest one.
Marrowbone is great, Bob. I don't listen to boy bands. Blind Spotting, love Blind Spotting. Work on your second list. That's the quote I gave Jeff. My next list will be poor Jeff. Me fangirling Ellie. Probably over the Jonas Brothers, I think. Tony, I was about to take a drink of water. Note to self: recommend rape movies. That just sounds so bad. Actually, speaking of rape, so you know how I talked about.
That's a good segue.
So speaking of rape, Joe, we talked about Irreversible on my channel.
Yeah.
So I got a comment from somebody, and this was when I was just like, I was taking my break for a couple weeks, and somebody commented, and they were talking about, I can't tell if they're a troll, and I was actually talking to Corey, and I think they are a troll because Corey blocked them on his channel, but they were mentioning how I talk about Irreversible. They demanded an apology from me. They said that I shouldn't talk about rape revenge movies and a bunch of other stuff as well. And
It was Ashley.
I have a whole other account just to talk to you guys.
For me and Corey. But yeah, I messaged them back and I was like, you know what? This isn't the first time you've complained about my channel. I was like, all it ever is, I was like, don't watch. It's really simple. I'm done paying like any attention to you. I was like, just don't watch it then. People just cry. Like, there's really a simple fix to complaining about shit. It's don't watch it. If you hate social media, don't go on it then. It's like there's a lot of simple fix to these things. If you don't like reels or comments, don't read them. So I don't know. It's just like I should
PSA.
It's garbage, and if not feeling nice, maybe throw in one or two good like that. Tony hasn't made me a list. Kinnear was great on autofocus. Del says. Did Bob say he was into Lily Collins in my teenage?
Wow.
My teenage.
Isn't she my age?
She's my age. Yeah, she's our age.
Yours?
30s.
So she was like, she's what, 33, 32?
Yeah, she's in her early
I
30s.
thought she was my age.
She might be, which
I'm gonna
is
look.
35. So I'm 33. So it's two
Yeah.
years.
You're old.
Yeah.
Welcome to the old crew.
He's just 12 in a 33-year-old body.
I feel old. I am. You should. My knees cracked. I got out of
Yeah.
bed the other day.
She's my age.
She's
She's
35.
actually 3 months older than me.
I like him older. Like we discussed earlier. But no, Lily Collins, yeah. So I mean I'm a teenager watching that. So screw you, Johnny. Hey everybody, what's up, Steve? We've got Horizon, a 3-hour Western. Count me out. Daddy-O was a very limited release. So the millions in Ashley's hometown of $50 everywhere.
There's not even a million people here.
We are so behind on the chat. I'm usually good about reading the chat. Bob sat at the back of the theater like the fucking pervert daddy. Laugh out loud, Johnny Bob was having his time in the daddy-o theater.
Oh my God.
I actually said, Dakota, call me daddy.
Oh, God.
Let's see here. Johnny says, remember everyone, there are no slow movies, just slow people. Long Walk is probably one of the slowest movies I've seen in a while. Yeah, I liked it. Everyone on the panel, hello, what's up, Steve?
Oh, God.
I just wanted to watch Daddy-O for Dakota. No other reason, don't lie. Well, I am into that like single location type of movies. We got movie Hunter in the Chat.
You know,
What's
with
up?
another actress, you wouldn't see it.
No, I would have absolutely seen it. Not if it was like Danny McBride. I would have never watched it.
Danny McBride and Sean Penn.
No, not Danny McBride. Imagine if it was Danny McBride.
That's the cab driver.
That would have been the toughest decision I would have
Right?
put Dakota Johnson.
Danny McBride and Kiki Palmer.
Oh my God. I'm out. Done. I would actually spit on that movie. I would have like signed petitions to boycott that movie. No, like they did with Creepers 3. I would have done that with Daddy-O if it was Kiki Palmer and
Oh, my God.
or Kiki Palmer and Danny McBride. I hate Kiki Palmer probably more than Danny
Or
hates.
Kiki Palmer.
I've never seen Busy dying like this. Yo, I hate Kiki Palmer more than Johnny hates Reese Witherspoon.
Why does he hate her? Like, I need to know.
So it's all because of Cruel Intentions when she did this scene when she was like with her face in the car.
Oh yeah,
You
in
know
the
that
car.
one where she
Out?
sticks
Oh,
her,
sorry,
sticks her
Reese
tongue out, and her eyebrows
Sticks
kind of
her tongue
arch
out,
up,
yep.
and she does
Yeah,
this little.
he's like, she looked like an alien and I can't stand it. Cora's face was awful. Men was bearable until the last 20 minutes. Men is awful, I agree. 2 shit recommendations from Missy.
Shut up, Tony. So,
I was with Men
No,
until
you
that
really
what the fuck ending. I was not. You want to talk about a slow movie? Men is slow.
That
movie
was hard.
nowhere. Was Men all in her head over the guilt of her husband's suicide?
see, maybe that.
I don't know. What the hell? What's the pregnancy shit though?
I don't know.
The birthing scene, wasn't
Yeah,
that
you were
fantastic?
Marrowbone 2, it's gonna happen. Nicholas is still on Marrowbone 2. Grant says, sorry I'm late. Just got a new laptop. Nice. What's up, Grant? Same Bob, 3 stars is where I start for movies I like. Yep, see, Dell and I, 2 great minds think alike. Holland says, Corey, no, put that thing away. Dell says, Tony needs a safe word. That's gross. Holland spurts up. He's been quiet all night. That's gross. Johnny says, Bob is now giving out his pickup lines to the panel. People say no when they really want it. Twister is legendary. Hope you all are proud of me. Almost a perfect score for me. Twister was awesome. And everybody's enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Joe Nick for me. Ashley's laugh is getting me right now. Prince says.
Welcome.
Speaking of what, I clearly come back in at the wrong time. I swear, Mel lives in chats at the wrong time, especially she always comes in at the wrong time. Talking about lesbians or bisexuals.
I think it was the rape.
So
Yeah.
Kiki Palmer is just unbearable. Everything about her I can't stand.
Who is that?
She was in Nope. I don't know. I can't even know. Well, long
She's
shot.
in Nope, but she's in the one Hustlers with Jennifer.
Oh yeah, Hustler.
Yeah.
Is it her voice?
The black girl.
It's her voice. It's her.
She's an annoying laugh.
She's so
Her
too
face isn't
too
annoying.
hip hop for me. Too ghetto for me. I can't.
Oh.
No, she is way. No.
Oh boy.
What do you want me to say? I mean, she's very much not my but Mizzy, you know that I also don't like the characters in Tasha Smith.
Yes. No, everyone's like, who's that? But yeah.
The character she plays.
That's a she plays.
That's a character, and
she plays up the ghetto-ness.
I would normally, and I also don't like who's the other one in Uncle Drew, Mizzy? What's her name?
I was gonna say, don't say Monique. She's my favorite.
Tiffany Haddish.
Monique. Too ghetto. Yeah, she's just very. Her character. No, look. Y'all could get on me all you
Two
want.
blacks. The other black people.
No. But Mizzy, who's the other?
Who's the other black actress I can't stand?
That does sound bad when you say it, Mizzy. Oh, that's not good. Yeah.
What's the other one? I knew those 3. I'm trying to think.
The other one is the one from Uncle Drew. She's in
Tiffany Haddish, right?
Tiffany Haddish. I don't like, but it's a character she plays too because I actually don't mind her.
You like that movie? I thought.
I like Uncle Drew and I also like Night School.
I like Night School. Nice.
But Kiki Palmer, I never liked her at all. The only movie I liked her in was Long Shots with Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
Yeah. So when she was younger, before she
Keela and the Bee. Usually you like
before she became too ratchet for me. That was I didn't mind her.
Can't take the hood of the girl. I can't get his way.
Yeah.
Busy's gonna cancel
It
me.
just follows you.
I'm sorry, Busy's gonna cancel me. Yeah. Busy, do you like
Tony's
He says Bob says they're too ghetto and then uses ratchet. Bob had to go to the ghetto to use that word.
Oh God!
Oh my God! Tom hangs around a lot of black females. On the area.
I know.
You know,
No, there's plenty of a few white actresses that I'm not like the biggest keen on, but it's more so more the actors I can't stand. Like Danny McBride is the worst human being ever. I can't stand that fucking guy. I know.
What did he do to you?
Danny McBride, he did.
Ratchet too.
If
He's ratchet too.
Johnny wants to fight Jonah Hill, I would gladly fight Danny McBride. For one, he can't write to save his life.
Well,
Halloween trilogy sucked. But he's not a good actor. He's not funny. He's annoying. He looks like shit, and he's got a punchable face. Yeah.
He can't help the way he was born.
No, you ever see? No,
Oh, I know.
realistically though, tell me y'all haven't come across actors or actresses where you're like, that person has a punchable face.
Every day.
Yes.
Yes, that's Danny McBride. Tell me Danny McBride does not have a punchable face.
He
Yeah,
is annoying.
some people
Yeah,
might
I
think about
didn't-
me. I mean, I've heard Jonah Hill though. There's multiple.
I've heard
people.
him before.
Mine. Every time I see her on screen, Amy Schumer. I just want to
Ooh.
She
Amy
does.
beat
have-
her to hell.
Tony P.
Amy Schumer. You'd like to give her a good backhand, wouldn't you? Like to Joe.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Or choke her. Yeah.
Mm.
a little
just
whoopsie daisy
describing
down the
what
stairs.
about McBride.
Whoopsie daisy.
She was great in Tropic Thunder. Ooh, Danny McBride's not been great in anything ever. I can tolerate Pineapple.
He's looking like he's like a side character or something.
Yeah, I can
Pineapple
tell.
Express or
In This Is the End, that's the one, right?
yeah, you hate that
Mhm.
movie. Yeah.
That's like my least favorite film of all time. One of them. They're like, as far as a movie that's not like, I don't know, Gutter Balls or something like that. That's
Gutter Balls is great.
no. No, come on.
Like that bathroom scene, huh, Joe?
Yeah.
I
that's-
like it.
Yeah.
So who wants to know the scene in Gutter Balls? Mizzy could describe it better. I
See,
think I
you
described
turned me onto it. You
I
told me to
think
watch
I didn't turn you on to
Well,
it.
no, you showed me something.
I think he made us watch it. He didn't turn us on.
you,
He
well,
made
you
us
guys
watch
wanted, you guys wanted to. So in Gutter
Oh, of
Balls,
course I did. I like Dupree's shit.
in Gutter Balls, and Tony, you're gonna want to perk up for this conversation.
Tony
in-
muted himself. Man.
In Gutter Balls, there's a scene where in the bathroom, and I was like, oh my gosh, they cut a transvestite's penis down the middle. It's not.
Ew.
They cut.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
There's a bowling pin scene.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Gutter Balls is not. That's an Adam and
For
Joe.
the faint of heart.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Tony, do you own Gutter Balls?
He owns 5 copies of it. What are you talking about?
I was gonna say, did you ever watch The Dead Don't Die in Dallas?
No.
When
I
they cut the transvestites
The dead don't
junk
die.
off, and then they take a high heel and squeeze it on the ground and kind of crush it.
Ooh.
Well, in Maxine, she steps on his
Yeah,
penis.
steps on nuts, yeah.
She steps on the whole thing.
She
Okay.
steps on that.
Yeah.
He burst that thing.
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
Oh,
you haven't seen it first.
I haven't seen it. Okay, it's not.
Oh,
I haven't
Sorry,
seen it
fish.
either.
It's not a huge spoiler. We didn't spoil
No.
the whole movie, but it's just there's a scene in Maxine that I was like, oh damn.
Would you look at Dell's comment? Because, like, for real, I'm agreeing with him.
calling out ghetto chicks and choking out white girls? What is this stream? You never know what's gonna happen. I don't think this is the end either. Oh, see, I'm
No
not-
structure.
no structure tonight. He's
No.
finally
That's
down.
completely fine.
It's just that I don't like Keke Palmer, and I don't know the choking out white girls. I don't know where that came from, but
For me, with Amy
that was
Schumer.
Amy Schumer, she might fall
yeah.
down the stairs or something.
I,
Yeah.
you hope she falls down the stairs, slips out of.
Yeah, he said whoopsie daisy. He didn't say
Yeah.
The old whoopsie daisy down the stairs.
yeah.
He's gonna be like Billy Madison, just slip on a banana peel.
Mhm.
Total rules.
You know who I just thought of? James Corden. I cannot stand. Yeah.
Oh,
James
he
Corden.
sucks.
Oh,
You know who I actually don't like?
He's
and
gonna
it's
think
gonna
that.
piss a lot of you guys off. I don't like Amy Poehler very much.
Ooh.
I'm not a fan of her,
Her
really.
voice,
I understand that.
and I really like,
Burlington, Joe.
and I really like Tina Fey,
I
but
love Tina Fey.
Amy Poehler,
Yeah,
is
same.
just- and they're
I
like
think they're funny together. Oh,
they're
yeah.
like best friends, aren't they? But
They do a lot together.
Yeah.
Amy Poehler
They were
just-
on SNL together.
That's all together.
She overacts. It's her voice.
So you don't like Parks and Rec?
Or
I just watched
you don't like you don't like Baby Mama
Yeah, baby mom.
when she's on the ball?
Okay, I saw that one again.
Yeah, that's-
Jeff, who's an actor that you would like to punch in their face?
I don't know. I don't usually watch movies with actors that I don't like.
Tony, how about you? Any actors? You can't say me.
I can't say anything about it then.
Oh, damn. He says it's Bob or nobody.
Mhm. Yeah, because
I'm gonna say another person I can't stand.
Did you
I
really
said a
say
girl.
that?
I'll say a guy
You
that
guys
I
missed
can't
it.
stand.
Tony said
Is
because I would punch you.
I'm gonna say
What you say?
Pete Davidson. I can't stand.
Oh, a lot of people don't like Pete Davidson.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of people don't like that.
Dell, if you could pick one actor to punch in the face, who would it be, Dell? Since Dell's like, you're talking about choking on white women, I want to hear what actor he would choke. I'm pondering the small cliff in hill in the out backyard at the end. Glad I don't look
Oh
like
shit.
yeah, no. Amy, I can understand the Amy Schumer comment. So I assume what is the one with John Cena didn't work for you, Joe?
Trainwreck.
Oh,
Yeah,
Trainwreck now.
What about the one with is it Bonnie Hunt or no?
No, Goldie Hawn.
Goldie Hawn.
Snatch,
That's
that
not
wasn't
a good
good.
movie. That's not
That
good.
wasn't good.
I think I have the 4K of that too, and I did not.
I think the only Amy Schumer movie I have is I Feel Pretty, and that's because Marie likes it.
I
But
feel pretty and witty.
I would drop kick
Yay!
that thing.
Okay. Yeah.
He said and gay.
Oh,
Let's see here. What else we got? Okay. We'll go over total. What the hell is that? Okay, yeah. So list how many stars each list got. So Adam's list got 37.5 out of 50 possible stars. Joe, you had 33 stars. Allie had 32. Ashley had 31.5. Mizzy had 31.5. Copycat. Tim had 31. Stacy had 30. Tony had 29.5. Fish, you had 25.5. And Jeff, 23.5.
hey Joe.
Let's see here. All 10 lists had at least one movie with 4 stars, which is good. All 10 lists, that was cool. Oh, and it's funny because Searching for Bobby Fischer was the last one I watched, and it's the only one that got 4 stars on Stacy's list.
Tony, what you watching in Tennessee when we came back?
Mhm.
Yeah, I remember.
That's crazy. I didn't know that, but it was really good.
Yeah, because
That
you weren't
movie's so
paying any
good.
attention to me.
Tony? Well, you put a pillow over my head while I was sleeping. What about that, Tony?
You wish. You wish.
Okay, so if I were to rank the list, and I'm sure you guys know after what I just said, but the stars don't indicate anything. Number 1 would be Adam's, 2 would be Joe's, 3 would be Allie's, 4 would be Ashley's, 5 would be Mizzy's, and then the rest. 6 would be Tim's, 7 Stacy, 8 Tony, 9 Fish, 10 Jeff. The number 2 through 5, Joe, Ellie, Ashley, and Mizzy, I had a hard time ranking those because I really, really enjoyed the 4 of your lists. But Adams was on a whole nother level.
It's because you have a crush on him. It's fine.
Mhm.
We're talking about bisexual, so here we
Yeah,
go.
I was ready to say that.
Punch to punch.
She beat me to the punch.
Movie collector maniac says Dell wants to punch all of Adam Sandler.
Okay.
I need self-confidence in talking dog movies to break up all the crazy. And Nick Swartz.
He
Worse.
does.
That's the guy from he plays
Bucky,
the porn star.
Yeah,
He wins all the awards. I actually don't mind that movie. And it's got what's her name in it? The chick from Black
Christina
Snake.
Ricci?
Black Snake Moan. What's her
Yeah,
name?
Christina Ricci.
Oh,
Yeah.
Christina Ricci.
Christina Ricci's good. She's good. All right, let's see. Moving on.
See, Adam said he's okay with it.
I'm
So you're
okay
fine.
with it. No, I don't have a crush on it. Thank you, Ashley.
You're welcome.
Let's see here. Okay, so out of the 100 movies recommended, 71 of them got 3 stars or higher. So 70.
Oh,
that would
That's
be
a good average. That's like a C, right?
C minus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff, you contributed to that.
It would have been a C plus or something. Yeah.
Poor Jeff.
I was gonna ask you. I'm not sure if you have the stat. How many made 5 stars?
2. Yours
Just
and
me and you, Joe.
Yeah, 2.
Okay.
Out of 100. I've gotten much more strict. I used to give a lot of 5 stars, and I don't give a shit. I'll still give something 5 stars if I like it. I don't care. There's a movie that a buddy of mine recommended. I'll probably do a pre-recorded video because he doesn't ever want to do a live stream. He's like zero interest in that. So I'll probably do a pre-recorded video. But one of the movies he gave me, it's your typical run-of-the-mill movie, but it just meant a lot to me, and so I gave it 5 stars, and I don't give a shit.
It must have been Barbie.
Barbie, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's Barbie.
Hated Barbie. Hated Barbie. I didn't like that movie. That movie. I
That was
would.
the best movie last year.
I would push
Shut up.
Greta Gerwig down the stairs, and that that did not. No, I mean, just a light tap, like just
a lightly, yeah.
accidentally, kind of like a bump, you know, and just like, oh my god, did you fall and break your leg? I'm so sorry. Like one of those. Can you not direct any more movies? That'd be great. You know what though? I don't hate all of her movies. I just hate Barbie.
You hate Lady Bird.
Lady Bird.
Lady Bird is good.
Lady
It
Bird
is good.
dog shit.
What
I
about
love
Little
that movie.
Women?
I hate Little Women. I liked. I didn't mind Little Women, so that's why I'm like she has. But it also had a good cast. I like. What is the chick?
I like Saoirse Ronan.
You love Meryl Streep.
Well, Florence
Yeah,
Pugh.
Saoirse
What's
Ronan.
the chick?
Florence
What's her
Pugh.
name from Harry Potter?
Emma
Emma
Watson.
Watson.
Emma Watson.
I like her, and then there's another actress that I like. But Greta
Florence
Gerwig will not go
Meryl
on.
Streep. Meryl
My
Streep's a
favorite
classic.
actresses. I hate Meryl Streep. So, like, Meryl Streep.
Have you
I'm sorry.
watched, Bob? Have you watched the '90s Little Women with
Winona Ryder?
and
Winona.
Winona Ryder, Claire Danes?
I think that's 94. I didn't watch that one
It's
yet.
a good one.
That one's better than the
I like
remake.
Gerwig, but hate Little Women. Dell says so.
Oh.
Dell would protect her from falling down the stairs.
Yeah.
Movie Hunter says funny, biggest movie of the year, and I don't care for Barbie or Oppenheimer. Now Oppenheimer has a lot of fans in here. I
I
know.
still haven't seen Oppenheimer.
I
I
love
like
that
it.
movie.
I haven't seen Oppenheimer either yet. As Joe said earlier, a little whoopsie daisy push for Greta from Bob. Yeah, maybe just a tap. But I'll tell you, Danny McBride, I'd give a full on kick. Yeah, like this is
Throw him in the wood chipper.
Barbie was great. Bob up there on his soapbox, tooting his membership to
Yeah,
the Man Woman Hating Club.
I am a woman and I hated that movie.
Oh, yeah,
I hated Barbie.
okay, yeah. See, and I don't hate women because I actually really like. What is the woman who directed Detroit? Now it's just I'm drawing a blank.
Catherine Bigelow.
Catherine Bigelow directs
Yeah.
great movies. She's an incredible director. So is the woman who directed Nightingale,
Jennifer Kent.
Jennifer Kent.
Yeah, she did Nightingale and the Babadook.
Yeah, and I didn't love Babadook, but I think it's a really well-made movie. So
I love Babadook, but that kid. I'll give him a roundhouse to the
Yeah, that
face
kid needs
in that movie.
There's-
I don't. I like killer kids movies, and I want to make him the starring role of one. I couldn't stand that kid.
While he's screaming,
that would be a fun stream. I think we need to plan this sometime with
Million
this.
kids in movies.
What it
Top
means
top five kids
What
who
it means.
hated most, like top 5 most hated kids in a movie. That would be a fun stream to do. Like top 5 kids you would like to choke.
I don't
he
ever
would be
feel
on
that
my
way.
list.
Have you never seen a kid killer movie where you're like, I hate that kid, I need to kick him?
No, because I don't hate children. Sorry.
Okay, well, I don't hate children.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of,
It sounds like you do.
there's a lot of little shits
give
in
you
these
shit.
movies.
I'm gonna say that one and the girl from the remake of Children of the Corn. Oh yeah,
Which
Children of
one?
Corn. Let's talk about
the remake, the one
the
that
main
came
girl?
out.
New one?
Yeah, the main
Oh,
girl,
yeah.
the one that plays
What about the
Isaac.
main actor from the original Children of the Corn? Oh, he's terrible.
Courtney Gaines.
Oh, the original one. I love
Yeah.
him.
I can't stand him. He's terrible.
I'm a huge Children of the Corn fan. I actually wanted to name my son Malachi, but Marie shut it down.
Oh my God. That's
Yeah,
exactly. My nephew's name is Malachi. Malachi Job. Actually,
Yeah, I want-
they went
like
full
him.
tilt into yeah.
I want to name my son Malachi Damian Martinez.
Whoa.
No. I like kids. I don't like little shits. You know, there's a difference between a cute kid, like what's his name,
Junior and Problem Child.
Pet Cemetery.
Gage.
How about the kid? From
Oh,
Pet
Gage?
Sematary? Yes, until he becomes evil. He's a cute kid, right? Super.
Oh, Nico Hughes.
sweet
Yeah.
kid. But yeah, how about the kid from Problem Child? You'd like to kick him too.
Oh, I wanted to
He's all right. I
kill
didn't
him
mind
when I
him.
was.
I love
Yeah.
I
that.
hated him.
Yes, he's terrible.
Okay, I hate
Oh,
that
yeah,
guy.
it is terrible.
Yeah, exactly. See, Ashley doesn't like all kids.
And he had a bowl cut. God, I hate his
Oh, yeah.
bowl cut.
Bull
Oh,
cut
the-
equals
the-
evil. Yes.
Oh yeah,
love
Joey
how
Lawrence
Tony
and
and Jeff
Give Me
are
a Break with that bowl cut. I like
Yes.
this. I like to give him a whoa.
Tony, are there any kids you would like? Are there any kids that you would have liked to?
Tony loves all children.
Tony loves all children.
Don't say that.
Well, not like that. Jesus. I didn't mean
I
like
think
that.
we need to change the subject.
Oh God,
Yeah.
children. Well,
Oh my goodness. Okay, all right. Changing the subject. So I asked about 12 people, or like, yeah, roughly 12 people to give me a list. Mostly the people who watch all the streams, or I tried to think of a good amount of people who watch all the streams to rank their favorite lists. Number one, I don't know if she's still in here right now, was actually Ellie with 9 points. So she got like one first place rating, 2 second, 2 third. But yeah, a lot of people really liked Ellie's list. She was first place by the community. Joe, you were tied for first place with 9 as well. So congratulations, Joe. Then third place was Adam with 8 points. I did 3 points for first place vote, 2 for second, and 1 for third. Tony, you were fourth with 7 points. Tied with Tim for 7 and tied with Mizzy for 7. Fish, you had 6 points. Ashley, 5 points. Stacy, you had 1 point. And Jeff, you didn't get a vote.
Damn.
No, I'm serious. Not even Nikki didn't even vote your top.
Even your mom didn't vote for you.
Even your mom. Let's put him full screen, poor guy. He's like, Mom, you didn't vote for me?
Hey, I don't mind. When I showed her the list, she said, "What the hell are you doing to Bob?" I said, "Hey, I didn't know him when he asked for a list."
That's funny. I noticed. Did Nikki share her watch list for me with you?
Yeah.
I noticed because there's a few that you rewatched. Like I feel like Nikki shared these. That's why he's been rewatching these in the past. But yes, that is all the stats that I got. Tony's like, good. Can we go home? Oh, geez. Yes. No, it was fun. All jokes aside, I knew tonight would just be more of a hangout. I just wanted to break down some stats, but I appreciate everybody who made a list. The only person who's refused to make another list is Tony, and he said after the way you berated my first list, I'm not making another.
No, there's no need to.
I'm trying to redeem myself.
Yeah, I know. No, your list actually looks good. It's funny though. I don't know if I'm the only one. When you look at people's lists and you're like, do you ever look at movies or people recommend to you, I guess, and you could look at it and just take one glance and go, no, I'm not going to like that.
All the time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I get some lists and I'm just like, I don't know. Like Johnny, for example. It's going to take me 16 years to watch Johnny's list because like 4 of them are over 3 hours. Thanks, Johnny. So I'm like, have fun. Johnny, you're never going to get to your list, but that's okay. What's going to happen is I'll watch like 4 of his movies, and then 16 years later, I'll watch the others. But, that's how it goes. But one last thing I want to do before we walk out of here is go over each person's list and see what your favorites would be, and if you've seen any of them. If you're cool with that.
I'm cool with it.
For movies. I'll dive through it really fast, though. I'm not going to be like, oh, deep dive into all 100 movies. So, Allie's watch list, we'll start with hers. Death Becomes Her, America's Sweethearts, Life or Something Like It, Begin Again, California Solo, I Care a Lot, The 51st Date, Mr. Right, The Devil's Candy, and Cold in July. What would be your favorites? Some of you might not have ever seen any of them.
I would say my favorite from her list is one of your least favorites, and that becomes her.
Same.
Oh,
Same.
Yeah, no.
It's one of the few I've only seen.
Supernatural, man. Nope, doesn't work for me. And also Meryl Streep. Ugh.
Yeah.
But same director as Back to the Future. So.
I do love.
Zemeckis, yeah.
Yeah, that movie's fantastic.
Begin
It
Again
is.
was pretty good.
It's just fun, campy,
Begin
over
Again.
the top.
Yeah, it was very happy. Yeah.
Ashley,
So-
you like Begin Again? Yeah.
Yeah.
The
That's
one I
it,
would
yeah.
recommend, I think it's not my favorite on her list, but I Care a Lot was really good because she
Who's
is
I
in
can
that
see
again?
that.
Rosamund Pike.
Rosamund Pike, like she rips
Oh.
off people or
She's
something.
so evil in that.
It
She's
wasn't
Yeah.
my jam.
No,
yeah. Okay, you didn't like that one. She is evil.
I gotta see that.
She
I would
is.
say
though. She is.
Rosamund Pike plays a good evil. She's been in a
does.
couple
You
of
could say it.
movies.
She plays a good bitch. You could say
It's that
it.
resting bitch face. Yes. yes.
She
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, that's true. That's
She's
true.
real good at it.
Yep. Yeah, those were California Solo is good too. It's one that probably not to see Ashley's list. I think she had a few gems on there that nobody's ever heard of. Like I don't think a lot of people know what 51st State is or California Solo.
You're talking about Allie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You
Ashley's
said
like,
my
"Hey,"
name.
yeah. Oh, my bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
Ellie. Yeah.
Mhm.
So she had a couple good ones on there. Tony, what would be your favorite on that list? You didn't say anything. And Jeff, you guys are quiet.
I don't think I've seen any on that list.
I think Death Becomes Her would be my favorite.
Okay, all of you, Death Becomes Her. Jeez.
Ah,
See, we have good taste, Bob.
Shut up.
Goldie, Bruce.
Jeff's like, I haven't seen any on there.
I don't think so.
Jeff, watch In Cold July. It's a good one. Jeff, when are you going to get to my list that I gave you? There's
In
one.
a cold July.
There's one.
It's been hot enough, though. Yeah, sure.
What a bum.
No, there's one movie on Jeff's list that he needs to see. That's all. Just one. Adam's
Wait,
Watch.
I only need to see one of the 10.
Yes, one of the 10, and you know which one it is. Adam's watch list was Maverick, Fortress, which nobody's heard of either, Silverado, Born on 4th of July, Far and Away, Heartbreak Ridge, Escape from Alcatraz, The Rainmaker, Fried Green Tomatoes, and A Few Good Men. He gave me a lot of Tom Cruise and a lot of Clint Eastwood.
Maverick.
Mhm.
I was gonna say,
Far and Away from me. I like that one.
That's a good
Yeah.
one.
Fried Green Tomatoes, too.
Far and Away
For-
really surprised me because I'm not a period piece kind of guy, but Far and Away is a good movie.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I don't like period pieces, but I have to go with Far and Away or Heartbreak Ridge.
Although I'm going to boycott every Nicole Kidman movie because I'm sick and tired of that stupid AMC ad she does every single.
You gotta
I'm
change that, man.
I'm so sick
Yeah,
of
like
seeing
3
it.
years straight. It's like,
Does
I never
anybody
see it.
else- Nobody else has AMC by them.
No.
Oh,
you're lucky.
Oh, well,
No.
I work at Regal, so
this is a place we come to escape.
We cry, we laugh, blah, blah, blah. Shut
It's
up.
terrible. I have several friends that have it on a T-shirt, and I'm like, I want to slip.
I'm always happy. I'm always happy to see her because as soon as that's over with, we can finally watch the movie.
Well, yeah, you gotta go through 20 minutes.
30
trailer.
minutes before that.
And this is why I come into the show 25 minutes late, so I don't have to
Yeah.
see her face every single time anymore. I like Nicole Kidman, but she needs to
Yeah, I
shut
don't
up.
even mind her, but yeah.
You know, she got like $50 million for that too, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Good for her.
So much.
Yeah, I
money.
I was gonna say out of Adam's list, Fortress was the only one I didn't see, but every other film on his list I've seen, and they're all 3.5 on my list. They're all, to me, they're hard. It's even hard to pick one on Adam's list.
Adam recommended some good ones, and a lot of people thought it was going to be all like gutter balls type of movie.
Yeah, that's what I thought when I sat down for that list. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be some horror that I haven't seen,
Yeah.
and it was
The funny
nothing.
thing is, there's not one boob in Adam's entire life.
No, there was a side boob.
Hold on.
I
there's-
gave you a few. Sorry.
Yeah, Ashley definitely did. Tony, I think there was an ass in one of your movies. But
Yeah,
I
Adam,
would say,
Nice.
out of everybody, Adam's the one person that you would think would have unending amounts of nudity, and there wasn't one nude scene, which is pretty wild.
no, one of Adam's movies had a side boob in it, if I remember right.
Which
Far
one?
Away? Far
I don't
Away?
remember which one it was. I remember during the live stream because that was mentioned, and he said, "No, there's one that has a side
He says
boob."
they're more than just boobies.
I would say I gave you DC Cab with like a minute of boobies right at the beginning, first 5
Yeah.
minutes of the movie.
That is true. I called Tony after I watched it. He said, so what'd you just watch? I said, DC Cab. He goes, oh, I didn't like that. It's like, oh, okay. It's probably too much nudity in that one. Is that why you didn't like DC Camp, Tony?
Me?
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Oh, I thought you when you called me, you were like, oh yeah, that's you. Maybe you might have said it's not for me. I'm not interested in that one.
Mr. T.
What?
That movie's so good.
Yeah.
I like
I
DC
saw-
Camp
I-
a lot. That
I-
movie cracked me up.
Yeah,
But we'll get
I
into
saw-
it. So we'll get
Is
into
that the
it.
Mr. T one? What,
Yeah, I saw that
Oh,
movie in theaters when I was 9 years old.
I got it right there.
I was just like, yay.
All right, Tim's watch list. The very first one I did. We have got The Player, Money Pit, Wait Until Dark, Rollerball, the original, A Simple Plan, Breakfast at Tiffany's, The Vast of the Night, which is awesome camera work, Open 24 Hours, Dead Heat, and The Outfit, which I thought
Money
the
Pit.
Outfit- Money Pit. That was-
Breakfast at
All I wanna see
Tiffany's.
is Money Pit.
Money
I
Pit was
love Money Pit.
Money Pit was on the
So do
list.
I.
I like Tom Hanks.
But-
Money
Yeah,
Pit was okay.
I haven't seen a whole lot of those on that list, but I did wait until dark. I really like that one.
I
Yeah.
love Alan Arkin, but Wait Until Dark is not. It's I didn't mind it. I didn't love it though. But
Did you say
Breakfast
Dead
at
Heat?
Tiffany's is my favorite, but the one that surprised me on that was that Open 24 Hours.
the
I
Open
saw that
24 hours is
I saw
so
that
good.
like a month before that stream, and I just put it in as a blind watch, and I was like, "Whoa, what is this movie?"
It's so
It actually
good.
surprised me.
In the Vast of the Night, Tim didn't think I'd like it because it's pretty slow, but it's got awesome camera work. There's like a 3-minute drone scene that's all one camera take. It's just awesome. Jeff, what would be your favorite on this? Jeff and Tony need to speak up.
Did you say Dead Heat?
Yeah, Dead Heat.
Yeah, I'm picking Dead Heat.
Dead Heat. Okay.
Yeah,
Tony,
man.
what
Joe
about you?
Piscopo.
Tony?
Wait Until Dark.
Wait Until Dark as well. Yeah, that's a Warner Archive title. Okay, no love for The Player. All right.
Yeah.
Fish's watch list. Fish, time to defend your watch list. We have got The Last Supper, Wonderland, The Good Girl, Mannequin, Pleasantville, Flawless, Harlem Nights, Riding in Cars with Boys, Roxanne, and The Towering Inferno. And that's going from 10 to 1 on my list. So that's like how I rank them. But
Riding in Cars with Boys. I love
Same.
that movie.
Yeah.
yo,
Yeah,
riding,
I remember that back in the day.
riding in Cars with Boys, that ending hits pretty hard though. The scene.
Yeah. I love that film.
That's
And I've
great.
always been a
daughter's
fan
a whore.
of Mary Louise Parker.
Fish, isn't it? My daughter's a whore. Yeah, my daughter. Yeah, that's. I do like. I don't mind Drew Barrymore, and I did like Brittany Murphy back in the day too. So that's not bad. So everybody,
Pleasantville's good too, though.
I like Pleasantville.
it's not. I didn't. I thought it was okay.
Yeah, it's middle of the road for me.
Oh
I
man, I
actually
loved
really
it.
liked.
So good.
I actually really liked Roxanne, and that took me by
Roxanne's good.
surprise because I'm not like the biggest into comedies, but Steve Martin, I could take or leave. Roxanne was really enjoyable and it's sweet, and I actually laughed quite a few times with it. And I didn't.
It was witty too, you know.
Yeah.
But I liked watching him. What is it?
Bring it on the house.
Yeah, no, when you climb
love that movie.
parkour, watching him parkour up the.
Oh,
Oh, get into the house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
watching him parkour is very funny. But the Towering Inferno took me by surprise. When I put that on, I didn't know how long it was. I was 50 minutes in, and I paused it to go take a piss, and I came back, and I was like, "How much is left?" And it said 2 hours, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is 2 hours 45 minutes long."
Yeah.
I didn't know, and I started it at like midnight, so it was a late night for me, and I wasn't gonna.
Yeah,
shut
Isn't that a mini, like an actual like kind of mini series?
Yeah, I thought it
When it,
No.
'cause it was.
That's
No,
a
it-
different-
it-
was
it-
like a 90s
Was it?
remake or something.
There's a different disaster.
I do remember it.
Series.
I think you're right. Yeah.
I got to see Earthquake as well. Somebody said that's a good.
When they played that on TV, though, they would have to show it 2 different nights.
Yeah, on 2 days.
Oh, okay.
Tony, what's
Yeah.
Two-night event.
Tony,
Yeah.
Tony, what's your favorite? Yes, the chat should pop in here and let us know
I
what.
like Roxanne.
Roxanne.
Mannequin's another
Love
favorite.
Mannequin.
That's a good one.
yeah, it was fun.
Yep. No love for the porn star guy though in Wonderland.
Who?
Towering Inferno
John
was very good,
Holmes.
too. Didn't hear you say that one. Yep, Brian. I
Oh,
like to see
Start
the
that
chat.
again.
Going Towering Inferno, but some faves with Roxanne and Max and Mannequin. I liked Roxanne a lot. That one took me by surprise. That's the thing is like some of these lists, I could talk about like some of the surprises, and I think for me on that list, honestly, riding in cars with boys and Roxanne would be a surprise because I didn't anticipate enjoying those, and I thought I would like The Good Girl, and I didn't. All right, next list, Joe's watch list. We've got Sabrina, Walk Like a Man, I'll Take Your Dead, DC Cab, Grandview USA, Soul Man, which is a hot topic. We got Mizzy in here right now. Hounds of Love, Hounds of Love, Red, Nightingale, and Streets of Fire. Because when I watched Salt of Fire or Soul Man, you were like, "Oh boy, that's a hot topic."
Oh yeah, I already knew that.
Yeah. But I like Soul Man. I thought that was funny, and I know Joe, you liked it too.
Yeah.
So,
it's my list, of course.
Ashley, what's your favorite on that list, Soul Man?
You know it. You bet. That's like a top 100 movie for me. I've never even seen it.
Grant owns Sabrina on video cassette and Breakfast at Tiffany's. Yeah, I figured Paramount titles.
Oh yeah, Paramount.
So what's your guys' favorite on that list?
Mine would probably be. I haven't seen a whole lot on that list, so
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, me either. Honestly.
Soul Man would be the one because I like once again I haven't seen any of those.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yours and
They're
Ashley's.
canceled.
I know, right?
Okay.
Soul Man's number one.
Oh wait, hold on. Take that back. Walk Like a Man. I like Walk Like a Man a little better than Soul Man.
Really? Walk Like a Man?
I did.
I still don't believe you didn't like that movie.
No,
Howie Mandel, Christopher Lloyd. It was fun. It's out there. It's off the wall. It's just a fun watch.
He says Walk Like a Man. Nikki says Streets of Fire. Jeff, what do you say?
Fire.
Streets of
Yeah,
Fire?
Fire. Yeah.
Jeff would go.
Yeah, I gotta watch that one for sure.
Mine is The Nightingale. I'm still mad that The Nightingale didn't get 5 stars. I'm gonna protest that till I die.
Maybe on a rewatch. I would totally watch The Nightingale with my dad, but he would be so fast.
I got robbed out of 2 5-star movies.
Son of a bitch.
It's slow, but man, that character development in that movie, I really felt I love those 2 characters. You feel for them like throughout the movie. And the growth that the 2 characters go through, I don't know. It's just I really enjoy
that movie's just heartbreaking. It's such a great movie.
All right, Tony's watch list. We've got Marrowbone,
and The Last Duel.
Tony's list is Marrowbone, The Last Duel, The Father, Empire of the Sun, Tootsie, Inside Llewyn Davis. How do you say Llewyn? Llewyn Davis, The Homesman, Pale Rider, Nebraska, and Minari. A lot of one-word titles.
Empire of the Sun.
Really? That's a long.
I love that movie. It's a long film, but I love that film.
Nobody. What? Ashley.
Duel.
The Lat.
Are you
Good
kidding
movie.
me?
Mm-hmm.
She's
I don't know what the hell you guys watch. No, I seriously love that movie.
I don't.
And I mean, it had a rape in it, so you think.
Bonus.
Yeah, but it wasn't a bisexual rape, so it don't count.
Shit.
No, Tony says that rape scene. You disagreed with me. You said you don't think she was raped, Tony. You said you think she wanted it.
Well, out of the 3 stories, there was a rape in one of those stories.
I think she was raped from my vantage point, but I guess that I was the only one who thought that. And you guys are all yelling at me about rape. You don't think she was raped. So I don't know. It's just not for me.
Make it up. Jesus.
I like movies like not the rape stuff, but of that time.
Ashley,
I like
why
that.
we get along. Ashley's like, oh my goodness. Mitzi's just shaking his head.
No, not her.
So Nikki says Nebraska. I wonder if still in here. Dell canceled me and he took out after some like comments. Dell said you're canceled. Nobody for Minari. No love for Minari.
I gotta watch.
I was gonna say I love Minari, but I like Empire of the Sun more.
So same director of Twisters directed Minari.
Yeah, I saw that.
Now, I do appreciate Nikki giving some love to Nebraska. Jeff, have you seen Nebraska?
I haven't. I bought
Did
it
you-
though, for that way she could watch it.
Did you see any of the 10 movies on his list?
I haven't.
You haven't. Okay. Yeah.
Goodness.
Out of all of them,
Neither, so.
Nebraska might be the best. But if you like westerns, you might like Pale Rider. See, his entire list was a slow burn. All 10 movies on Tony's list were slow burns. Even Joe.
You know what's the slow burn is this live stream tonight.
Oh,
But, Tony, I said you could take off.
I looked at the clock. I thought it was at least 4 a.m. It's still only just 2 hours in.
Damn, I
Oh
take
my
that
God.
personal. Those shots
You
fired. God, you should. All right, Mizzy's list. We start with Men, Color Out of Space. It gets better. American Honey, Frailty, Juice, Soul Food, Dutch, Detroit, Black Klansman, and Blind Spotting. It's a lot of black cinema.
That's right.
Ju-
I had to give you some culture in here. Jesus.
Right?
Yeah.
Frailty.
Frailty,
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say Frailty
I
or
love that movie.
Detroit.
That's a good one.
American Honey is long. It's for no
Dutch.
reason.
That's
She
for
was
me.
in Twister, the main chick. She was in Twister. Did you see her?
Dude, I really don't like her.
Yeah, she was in Twister.
Yeah, I
Was
would have.
she the drone chick?
She's the one.
Yeah,
that-
yeah, the drone chick. Yeah,
yeah.
Okay.
that
I
was good stuff.
don't, Mizzy, I don't like her. She was
Oh, I
also.
She was in Hellboy. Was she in Hellboy?
She was also in this movie I watched with Micah. Is it pronounced Micah Monroe? Is that how you pronounce it? Malcolm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So-
Micah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Micah Monroe, she's in this movie with the guy from Shameless and Bear. What is his name?
Oh, Jeremy Allen White.
Yeah. So her and him are like in a relationship in the movie, and the girl from American Honey is a supporting actress, and I've just there's nothing
Is
that.
that cool? I don't know her.
She looks like she needs a shower.
Yeah, she does. I agree.
Right,
The
100%.
dirty hair, the dreads, or
Every
whatever.
time, even in American Honey, it looked like she hadn't showered for 6 years.
So you're saying, Bob, she looks ratchet?
Yeah.
Back around full circle.
No, she looks.
She looks like a
She
raggedy.
looks unclean. She looks unclean. She looks unclean at that.
Yeah, I can see that.
No, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Who else? Look, I think you're right. It's the braids because I was gonna say the other one that looks like she hasn't showered is Zadie. Is it Zadie Betts?
Who's
Oh,
that?
Zazie Beats.
Zazie Beetz?
Zazie Beats. Yeah, from
Joker?
Deadpool 2, right? Or is
Yeah.
it Deadpool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like she needs to take a shower too.
Which
Really?
chick is she?
The black
Who is-
girl from Joker and
A
Domino.
black girl.
Domino.
There's lots of black girls, damn
Yeah.
it.
Well, you know,
Bullet
Joker had
Train.
one black girl in it. I can remember.
Right.
Deadpool 2, Josh Brolin.
That's good, only
Token
one
Black.
black. What movie had a
Token Black,
movie
there you
Black
go.
girl Joker?
She was in, yeah, the one that he was
Oh.
seeing. Like she was
The next door neighbor.
She
The
had
neighbor.
the the big fro in
Yeah.
Deadpool.
Yeah, the
too.
black girl with the big fro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got you.
Mhm.
Yeah,
she,
and
she looks dirty.
I know, I
she didn't-
don't know.
well, so fun story about her. I don't know if any of you caught it, but she doesn't shave her armpits.
God, I hate that.
She's one of those. Okay.
Yeah, she doesn't shave her
Ah.
armpits.
There's
So
a few that do that.
supposedly she had hairy armpits for Deadpool.
Oh,
I wasn't
okay.
looking that hard.
Deadpool
Would
2.
rewatch
No,
that.
there's like a thing that came out after the movie was over. They were like,
Oh, did they
yeah,
take it out?
no, they showed like her.
They CGI though with the hair.
They showed her armpit.
Mhm.
Well,
Oh, there's a
they-
few actresses that are doing that.
I'm
now.
pretty sure
So
they
gross.
CGI'd out Adam's girl, Linnea Quigley's bush in what's it? The Return of the Living Dead? Is that what
I
one it
think
is?
so.
Where she
Like,
plays
Truck-
trash?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
I
did they
didn't-
do?
They,
Why-
They like-
I can't remember the whole story. They did something, and then the director, it didn't look right, or I
Yeah,
don't know, but then
they
they made her
asked
shave
her-
the whole thing off.
they asked her to shave because they didn't want to have a bush. She originally had one, so they were like, "Can you shave it for the movie?" So she did. Then they didn't like the way it looked, so then they did some kind of like CGI afterwards, I guess.
They have like fake hair they put on. people?
Yeah, some kind of like
Something like that.
a light bush, I think, because yeah, CGI armpits.
Tony
look-
really likes this conversation.
I know.
Mhm.
Tony. I know it's a slow burn, but are you enjoying all the lesbian and bisexual talk and all that?
No,
No,
no, ma'am.
no.
Oh, man.
Wow, you're not allowed to say that.
Oh, man.
So everybody with frailty, and Jeff, have you seen any of his movies either? Dutch?
Yeah, I mean, I said frailty. I love
Oh, you
frailty.
said frailty.
He's
Okay.
not listening to you, Jeff. I'm sorry. He's just
Everybody needs to watch Dutch at Thanksgiving.
That's right.
Dutch is good though.
Dutch is great.
Dutch
It is.
surprised me because I didn't expect to anticipate liking it that much. But now I have my two new Thanksgiving watches. Will be Thanksgiving, the one directed by Eli Roth, and Dutch. Every Thanksgiving now because Thanksgiving's awesome.
That's right.
Yeah,
Underappreciated.
it is. All right. Next up, Ashley's watch list: Gentlemen Broncos. Under the Silver Lake,
Men? Jesus.
Wild America, The Frighteners, Love Lies Bleeding, The Night Eats the World, which none of y'all have heard of, Whip It, Before Sunset, Nightcrawler, and The Accused.
Nightcrawler for me.
The
Accused.
Frighteners.
The Accused.
Frighteners.
Yeah, The Accused and Wild America. To me, that's like almost
yeah,
neck
Joe.
and neck.
What about you, Tony?
The Accused and Nightcrawler.
The Accused and what?
Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler. Okay, so my top two as well. No,
Yeah,
no,
it's the same.
no love for Before trilogy, huh?
I love the Before trilogy.
Yeah, a bunch of dudes in here. I didn't think so.
I love the Before
I said I would
trilogy.
enjoy it. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
I trust it.
Hey Jeff, which one of those did you like?
Out of what?
Frighteners. He said The Frighteners. See, I'm
Frighteners.
listening, Tony. Maybe
Yeah.
if you listen a little bit better. No. Look at that. The Accused, Brian says, and
Yeah, I got
Django.
question it. Yeah.
Bloody The Accused. The Accused is so good, man. Oh, that was really good. That's just, that was a good movie. Okay, couple more lists. I think only two left to go through. We've got Stacy's, which will be Beautiful Girls, The Hurricane, Go, With Honors, Wild, The Thing Called Love, Indian Summer, Higher Learning, The Big Hit, and Searching for Bobby Fischer.
Searching for Bobby Fischer all day long.
Yeah.
Wild.
I've loved that movie since I was a kid. Wild is great.
Wild is good, and Laura Dern's always good too. I like Wild because I think it's relatable, but
Mhm.
I didn't love it. But it's very relatable because I like to take breaks myself. Searching
like-
for Bobby Fischer, my favorite too.
Yeah. Searching
Those are good
for
movies,
Bobby Fischer is
Mhm.
great. And then
Is
I
he-
would,
The
Higher
Hurricane,
Learning is
the
fantastic.
Hurricane, Higher Learning, or the Hurricane.
No, I like the Big Hit because I mean those. I remember
The
watching
Big
them
Hit.
younger.
You like
I was gonna say
you
Oh,
like
Bobby
Woodbine,
Fischer's great too.
Joaquin Woodbine or whatever his name is.
Yes.
Joaquin, you like him.
Yes.
He's funny. He's funny.
Double, yeah.
I remember when the Big Hit came out and they had the trailer, and I can't remember. I haven't seen it since it first came out, but whoever did that rolling scene down the railing of the stairs when he was first like rolling sideways down the stairs shooting,
Oh
it
yeah.
was Lou Diamond Phillips.
Was that Lou Diamond? Okay.
Fish, can I guess your favorite?
Sure.
It's either Indian Summer, Go, or The Thing Called Love. I'm gonna go with The Thing Called Love. Is that your favorite?
I
on
would
the
say
Yeah.
his is Go.
no.
It's Go.
Indian Summer, actually.
All right. Is The Thing
I love
Called
that
Love
movie.
or
I love
Go?
that movie so much.
What's second?
I
Go or
like
The
it.
Thing Called Love?
What?
What would be second? The Thing Called
Oh,
Love. Is it Go?
probably Go because I watch it. I watch it every
Go.
Christmas.
Yeah,
It's a
Go's
Christmas
not
movie.
bad.
It's a Christmas movie to me. So
Yeah.
I watch it every Christmas. I watch it more often than I do watch thing called Love. Even though I do love River Phoenix,
Well,
I do.
speaking of
Right.
Christmas movies, Nikki gave me a Christmas movie that I'll be discussing with her on Wednesday. Jeff down there, you know which movie it is. I think you gave it 4 stars on Letterboxd. So Jeff's a big fan of it. Don't say what it is, of course. Keep your mouth shut. Yeah. But
I'm actually not.
Nikki says Higher Learning. Jeff, are you excited to hear my thoughts on your mom's watch list to see what I thought of some of them?
Yeah, but I haven't gotten around to watching all of them, so
Oh, you haven't seen all of them.
no,
Okay.
I've only seen about half the list.
Okay, gotcha. Well, we'll see if I liked your list better than hers or her list better than yours. The bar
I'm
wasn't
sure you
set,
probably
I
like
think you
her
already
better than mine.
Mhm.
You have better taste in movies.
the bar wasn't set very high. You think so?
God.
Oh, Jeff. It's okay. Chris. One of my favorite people out there, right behind Tony. All right, last list. Tony's like, jeez. All right, last list. Jeff, yours is last. I think I covered everybody's, right? Yeah. Jeff's list. Here we go. We got Kung Pao, Enter the Fist, The Quatermass Experiment, Soylent Green, Bad Taste, The Monster Squad, Carpool, Clown House, Shaun of the Dead, The Town That Dreaded Sundown, which is the remake, and then the original or Falling Down.
Shaun of the Dead.
The town that dreaded sundown.
Yo, the,
Monster
That's a
Squad.
good one.
the
That's
Town That Dreaded Sundown is really good.
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I haven't seen the original, but I want to.
the original is as good.
Yes.
Yeah, I gotta check it out.
Agreed.
Now, Ashley, don't you like Soylent Green?
Not really. I don't like Charlton Heston.
Okay.
Yeah,
Holy
I like
shit,
him
I
in
don't
No-
like that guy.
yeah. I liked him in Omega Man, but that's about it.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Fish,
Yeah.
Tony, what is your favorite? Falling Down. Yep. I also like Kung Pao though. Tony and Fish, what would be your favorites?
I said the Monster Squad.
Yeah,
Monster
same.
Squad? Monster Squad.
I gotta
Okay.
watch that.
You seriously didn't like his list?
I didn't like Kung Pao, Quatermass, Soylent Green, or Bad Taste.
See, I like Soylent Green enough, but everything else that you listed, I'm like,
No, I like.
watch
Monster
it.
Squad was okay, but like I've never seen the original Universal Monsters either. I didn't mind Monster Squad. He thought it was going to be my favorite because I sent him a video of me dancing to it before. He
Poor
was like-
Jeff.
Jeff's like, I thought that was going to be your number one because you were dancing. I was like, I'm always dancing. I send people.
Yeah, you sent me dancing to Juice or something. I'm usually the one that like, he didn't like it either. I'm like,
I was yeah.
like the song of it or something.
I gave Juice 3.5. But Monster Squad Carpool's too
Carpool's silly.
silly for me.
Yeah.
like the
I-
stupids.
But I like Clown House. I really like Shaun of the Dead, but I do like Zombieland better. But I think Shaun of the Dead I would like more if I saw it before Zombieland. But because I've seen Zombieland first, it kind of like it's hard not to compare the two for me.
I was gonna say, hot take. I don't like any of that whole trilogy.
oh,
You don't like Hot
The other
Fuzz?
Hot Fuzz.
the Hot Fuzz or the World, the Dead, whatever. it's called.
At World's
At
End.
World's End.
Well done. I'm not a fan of all three of them.
It's funny because when I put on the Town That Dreaded Sundown, I originally put the original on, and then I was 10 minutes in, and I was like, "Oh shit, this isn't." I should have just watched both back to back.
You should
Oh,
have.
Shut up.
It's like a follow up. I think it's got to be like what a requel. It's got to be a requel because it's not a reboot. Like because
Well,
they referenced the first.
They
one.
referenced the
Wow.
first killer, right?
yeah, it still
Yeah.
exists in the same universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I gotta watch it, and I have it because is it Screen Factory put
Yes.
the original out, so
Yeah.
I have that one. Yeah, and then RLJE put out the remake cover. Tony, do you have that with the slipcover?
He does because I got an extra one from him, so he must.
Yeah, you did not because you said you wanted a slipcover for it.
I have that. So Challenger to send up?
Oh, the remake with RLJE.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a solid slip to get. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
too bad maybe.
You could have had that slip too, Bob.
Yeah, I was going through my pile. Yeah.
That is all 10 lists. I didn't dislike Jeff's list. The thing is, every list had like there was at least, I think everybody had 4 titles that got above 3 stars. So you know, and Ashley, you would ask me a while back, like, do you ever get burnt out doing the watch list, especially if you don't like, because you're not going to like some. That's just the way it goes.
Yeah.
You know, and you watch 100 movies, and I told you, I was like, yeah, absolutely. And I think that's when I need to take a break. Like, if you watch several movies you absolutely hate, you're like, okay, I need to rewatch something that I know I'm going to like, that I appreciate. So, and I think that's like, I could take a look at somebody's list and I'm like, I really want to watch that. That looks good. That looks good. That looks good. And then some you're just like, I'm going to be procrastinating this list. And I know people are sitting there watching right now and they're like, that's why he hasn't gotten to my list. And I sent it to him 2 years ago. But I don't know. It's a mix. It's a combination of everything. The thing is, and I think a lot of you could probably relate to this. And Ashley, I think we talked about this. The way you feel can really dictate how you feel. Like the mood you're in can dictate how you appreciate a movie. And so for me, when I'm looking at people's lists, I don't want to start a list and then not finish it or take a long time to finish it, like Jeff, I did with yours. But there's times where I look at somebody's list and I go, I want to watch that right now. This is my kind of movie, and I'm in the mood for that. But then his other movies I might not be in the mood to watch at that time, and so it might take me a while to watch it. So I hate to start somebody's list and then take a year to get to it, because then I'll forget what I want to talk about.
Yeah, I totally agree. I haven't started yours because it's because I got burned out on just movies.
First time
I've just been watching TV.
Your show. But I tell people all the time, like, Tony knocked out my list fast. Joe, you did too. And I know, like with Tim, sometimes when you schedule something, it's like accountability. It makes you go, okay.
That's right. Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
That's how I am. If I scheduled everybody's streams, I'd be like, okay, there's no backing out now. I have to get like, there's no backing out.
Yeah. And that's how it was with me and Bob. It's like I watched a couple of them and I'm like, Bob, I need a date because I don't want to watch the rest of them. And I'm waiting 9 months till we do a live stream and I forget them all.
Exactly.
So I'm like, you give me a date and then I'll bang them all out.
And with me, you never know when I'm just going to disappear off the face of the earth. Hi, Sonia. He muted himself. How's Sonia doing, Tony? Long day at work. It's like 11:29 over there. You got her working hard for your movies, huh? Poor Sonia.
They don't buy themselves.
What's up? They don't buy themselves.
Terrible.
He's like, Sonia, Tuesday's a big day tomorrow. Put in overtime.
And she actually goes to work before I go to work.
Oh my gosh.
She'll get up in about 3 hours to go back to the other job.
Ooh.
Yeah, the 11:30's got to be the latest I've seen her getting home on a stream. And I see her popping through the basement.
Actually, she's got 4 hours.
Well, Tony, we're going to keep you up all night so you don't get any sleep.
No, we're just about done. You got 3 minutes.
Actually, I have a fun stream proposal idea. I've wanted to do this for a couple months or so. It's just hard to, so many stream ideas and stuff like that, and then putting it together. But I want to do another game night, but where Tony and I are partners and we take on the panel. I think that would be a lot of fun. Jeff, you remember when we did that with Mid-Evolution? But I don't know if Ken's back to streaming yet. So, Tony, it might just be you and I. We might do 4 teams of 2, and then I'll let people pick their teams. I don't know. It would be pretty fun. And then, Tony, we can give everybody else points. Geez. I don't know. Some fun stream ideas out there. But I think as far as my next streams go, Nikki's on Wednesday. Joe will be with me the following Tuesday. And then the following week after that, I think I'm doing a stream with Mizzy as well. So, Mizzy, you still got a lot to watch.
I've been tackle a couple. Don't worry about me.
I don't know, it's a lot of fun doing it, honestly. Like I always say too, for all the movies you dislike, when you find that gem, it makes it worth it though. Even if I hate majority of the movies, and that hasn't happened yet, not with a single person. Because people aren't trying to put together a list that I hate. Nobody does that on purpose. I do have one buddy. He put Barbie on there for a reason because he knew I would hate it. But outside of that, people usually try to put together a list that you're going to like. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's not always going to be, look at me. I thought I was going to be successful with Joe, and he hated multiple movies. So we'll see which ones they were next week. Jeez.
Tune in Tuesday.
Tune in next Tuesday, yeah. I'm really looking forward to the stream with Jeff, your mom, on Wednesday. That sounds inappropriate, but just to say Jeff, your mom, I'll prefer
This
saying
this
Nikki.
whole live stream's been inappropriate.
I'm looking forward to Wednesday though. Yeah, Tony, sorry for the inappropriateness. You started it with the lesbian talk.
No, you did.
It was the bisexual.
Bisexual, yeah. That's what
It
started.
started
Yeah.
with lesbian, then Tony
Then
said
rape.
I like bisexuals. Who said what, Jeff?
No, that's Tony.
Oh, it's Tony.
Oh, jeez. I couldn't tell. Oh, jeez. Fun times, fun times. So who didn't make it tonight? Tim, Stacy, and Ellie, and that was it. And Adam.
And Adam.
Adam didn't make it. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot 10 people, and you can only have 10 boxes. So, yeah. Well, anyways,
I would have gladly given up my box.
Oh, God.
It was too slow of a burn for Tony
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah, it was. You're still going on back. Allie, watch the replay because you got to find out where your list ranked among everybody else's from the community and from mine. But yes, we're still talking about lesbians, Allie.
God.
Right, Tony?
Jesus.
Look at this. All right, that's all. I don't have anything else to say. I'm going to go ahead and put Tony full screen, and everybody can talk about their channel. I don't think I have any of the links added in the description, so go find them on your own. Let's put Tony full screen. I'm sure everybody's already subscribed to this man, though. So, good luck. Tony, talk about your channel. We want to hear you talk for 10 minutes.
Yeah. Good night.
How about you, Joe?
I do stuff. Move on.
All right, let's go to the guy who's been standing the whole day. The whole time. He's been standing.
No, I'm not serious. Yeah. On Instagram. See ya.
Wow. Let's see if anybody gives a better closeout. Jeff, what about you?
Well, I mean, you can find me right there, John Doe Juggalo. I got a really long video out, but like it's really long. Most
That's
people
what
would
she
probably
said.
rather watch a movie.
Jeff, I got a question, honestly, because I haven't watched that video yet. How was that?
Oh, yeah, you did that.
How was that road trip you did? I
You're
heard
supposed to watch the video, Bob.
I will watch the video after.
Shit.
Spoilers.
Watch Jeff's video, damn it.
Let's just say they thought that throughout the entire day they would see about 500 set of feet go to each store to do it, and at the first location I was at, there were about 7,000 people first thing in the morning.
Are you serious?
So they were super underprepared.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Whoa.
And they gave out something like $8 or $9 million in store credit in total.
Oh.
Holy wow.
Well, you got $750 going out to each person, so multiply that by what?
Well, and they started giving out bonuses because they didn't give like they ran out of T-shirts and all this other stuff they were supposed to give out. I ended up with about $850 when it was said
Wow,
and
so
done.
you made it to all 5 stores. I heard they extended their hours until midnight as well because they they just weren't getting
Now, see, if you would have went west to east, you would have actually had a better chance of hitting them all without any problem. Everyone thought about going east to west and gaining an extra hour, and we all kind of like just stuck to one spot, and we were stuck there for a while.
Yeah, so from starting in North Carolina going to Nashville, you would get that extra hour because Nashville is Central Time.
But it didn't help because by the time we actually got to Nashville, it was already 9:30, and they would have closed their doors at 10 regularly.
So they weren't taking trade-in or anything like that day, right?
Oh, they were doing everything normal as business. Like go watch one of my videos. I go into one of the stores and there's lines of people just trying to check out and people just shopping, and I would have never tried to. I didn't try to. There was lots and lots of people.
Go find them on your own. Go find them on your own. Kind of like that as the new outro. Is this one of your kids, Jeff?
Oh yeah, that's my daughter.
I figured as much. Nice. I love my dad with 3 blue hearts. And Nikki, I hope to get you to 1K subs. Look at that. Nikki will blow up if she creates a YouTube channel like that. She'll just become
Probably.
huge. But yes, that's crazy. So it wasn't worth it, really. Was it fun, or was it like too hectic?
No, it was fun. I mean, it's just that we were at the first spot for 3 hours instead of like 30 minutes.
Oh my goodness!
But we still hit all 5 stores, and we had the road trip. That's what it was really about, was the road trip. And at the end of the day, they still gave us all the credit they told us they were going to give us, and all the employees were super nice. It just ended up being, we figured it was going to be about a 12-hour day with our drive time and stops, and it ended up being about a 16-hour day, and then a 4-hour drive back home afterwards.
Okay,
So
yeah.
like I started at 6 o'clock in the morning basically, and I was at home at about 4 o'clock in the morning. So it took me about 22 hours.
So if you didn't get to the first store early, you were waiting outside.
I was early and was still late. Like they told us to be at the first store at 8 o'clock, and we showed up at 6:50, and there were already thousands of people.
That's wild.
Wow.
There were people that camped out the night before, but we tried to go by the night before and were told that we couldn't stay on the property. So I don't know about what time they showed up, because we showed up about 10 p.m. to try to see if we could just start then. And they were telling everybody to get off the property. So I'm not really sure who did what to get ahead, but you didn't
somebody got on their knees, Jeff, is what happened.
There goes Bob with the bisexual again.
It had nothing to do with being bisexual. It had everything to do with trying to get favors. Work your way up to the top, Joe. That's what it had to do with. Nothing about bisexual.
You have to be bisexual to get to that spot, though, because
you have to be willing to. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
There's all kinds. All right.
Oh my goodness, Nikki, can't wait to finally meet you, Lady Jane Doe. See you tomorrow. Ashley's laugh is the best, Allie says.
Thank you.
Jane's laughing. Now, Jane, Nikki, I sent her a voice message telling her I had one movie left to watch, and she sent me a voice message. So the ice has been broken. At least I've heard her voice so far. It'll be my first time seeing her backstage on Wednesday. So I told her I need to be on my best behavior, and she was like, "No, you don't have to be. It's okay." And I was like, "Tony's like, no, don't do that." So it'll be a fun time. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really hoping some people tune in to watch that. But Jeff will be having a first row seat to that one. But yeah, anyways, we stopped at Jeff. So back on to where's the guy down at the bottom over here? We got, right there. Both of them. How about you? Go ahead. You can find him somewhere on Fish the Film Collector.
Yeah, Fish the Film Collector, Instagram, YouTube. I just hit 600 subs on YouTube, so that's exciting. I'm excited about that. I will actually be on Huck's channel tomorrow, Huck's Pop Culture Cafe, for some 90s trivia. I think with Jeff. Jeff's joining as well. Let's see. I don't have much coming up for my channel. But this was fun. I had fun hanging out. It was a lot of fun. Oh, actually, I plan on taking one movie from everyone's list and watching it. So one recommendation that I haven't seen from everyone's list. So
do not watch Gentlemen Broncos from Ashley.
or Kung Pao.
Which is, we're going to go to straight to Ashley's now, because Ashley's going to end the stream here. So Tony can get out of here.
Everyone needs to go watch Gentlemen Broncos right now. It's the best film you will ever see in your life. You're welcome.
That is terrible.
Right.
Also, you can find me on my Instagram, wherever the hell this is. You're welcome.
Zombie
Okay, bye.
All right. Okay. Well, anyways, thank you for being here, and we're going to head out. Be sure to tune in Wednesday. Check out Huck's stream tomorrow. And anyways, have a good night, everyone. See ya.
Does Tony have a magnifying glass?
Yeah, because I can't see. I can't help it. I can't see y'all. Wait till you're 54 years old.